Welcome back. Now it is the moment you've all been waiting for, the final competition between these last two teams. We got Baruch College versus UBC. UBC, the last, well, I guess they're both the last standing teams from their region, but UBC able to fight through two United States of American teams to make it here, try and have a clean sweep of Canadian teams across this entire weekend. And the interesting thing about this matchup is how, even though they have different styles that we've touched on before, their map pools cross basically 100%. And we essentially got it right here. We have Cash picked by UCB, and then Train banned, Overpass picked by Baruch. Unfortunately, the randomizer picked Dust 2 for us. If we saw Nuke, that would have been like the best 3-map combination for both these teams. But that's what happens when the randomizer involved, and Dust 2 is still going to be a good matchup. Let's get right into the game, though. Unfortunately, the pistol round has already been played. It went the way of UBC.
Woo, let's go, baby. Let's go. No, I'm just kidding. So UBC did get the pistol round, guys. Let's get this started. Let's watch some great Counter-Strike. Let's hear the love for CSL, guys. This is 50,000 up for grabs for these two teams. And of course, with UBC, with the pistol round already in their hands.
Yeah, they didn't lose a single player while getting it too, and so that's the most money saved on their side. Baruch unable to get any amount of dollar, not even a 300 kill with their Glocks on this round. And so as you can see, they are going to force up, or at least what I can see right now, Meister does have a deagle and armor. We'll see how the rest of the team do decide to buy up around it. They may just want a full save. They didn't get the bomb plan, if I'm not they didn't even get the bomb plan, so like the least amount of money that they could have gotten from a pistol round is what happened. And so, but looks like they are going to force behind it anyway. There we go, yeah, everyone forced up with armor and upgraded pistols, so it's hopefully they can at least deal a significant amount of economic damage to UBC.
Yeah, so with the second round in play, it's going to be SMGs followed by some FAMASs here, and an M4 for UBC. And Strata looking to be aggressive, find some information, caught them playing together in the playground, and he's going to take some damage, but actually Chuan finds that kill with the FAMAS, looking to capitalize, but look at who's behind. But actually Strata will go down, and so far, this is looking pretty good for Baruch.
Yeah, they still have no utility. It's just pistols. These rifles should be able to do a lot of work. However, there's this player capture and Trunk guy only able to get one before he gets taken down, and that's a rifle picked up for Toy as well.
Yeah, been Impetuous sitting by Optimus and Mahone, the IGL. Both these players close together. And in a 2v3, they need to stay together, and if they can find a very early pick, this would dip it into UBC favor, equalize out, but keep in mind, a FAMAS was picked up by Toy, and right now,
2 UMPs.
They're picking up the guns of the UBC players that dropped them, and this could be really scary here for UBC. If they cannot find this early information, there's 35 seconds to go, and you best believe these guys should be committing to the A site.
So they had control of Long at the moment, but they only had one rifle there, and they also knew that UBC would have rotated over to A, and so they wanted to pull back where they knew they'd be safe, grab those 2 SMGs, and then kind of reset the situation, and then now use their man advantage, catch UBC off guard. And UBC decided to split up 1-on-1 each bomb site. I do not like that. It's 1-on-3, whichever side you go to. Impetuous, however, is able to get 1 kill. He is being surrounded, though, and then is left, Mahoney left in a 1-on-2. 3 UMPs left on the field, and timing worked out in his favor. Meister does pull away at the right.
The IGL for UBC. The second round, a tough battle up ahead of him. He's got a kit in hand. He's got an M4 now with 2 UMPs against him. Now there's a head on from Blez as well. He spots one player, Mahone. Can he do this for his team? The IGL, but he gets taken down by Meister, and this will be a 1-to-1, and this will set the economy in a very weird, I guess, track.
Yeah, the question now is UBC if they want to save. They'd be going to a double save, but they'd have to save again if they force up now. And this is what I was talking about earlier, how a lot of times you actually see more and more CT sides nowadays full saving twice, so they can get as much utility as they can coming into, well, in this case, the 5th round, but usually the 4th round. But no, they are going to force up behind it. They know Fibbin's economy is potentially damage is pretty low because they only survive with 2 players. So they want to see if they can't do an upset and reset Baruch's economy like theirs was just reset.
So right now, we're seeing what we don't see from Baruch. They're playing very passive. They definitely understand the economy of UBC. They're expecting an aggressive eco. But what UBC actually did, they sent 2 players towards the connector side and 2 towards water, trying to pitch that connector area, but they're finding no information so far. They know there's a player towards actually that's not a decoy, that was actually a player towards T-Spawn, but look at this, Richie opens up, finds a kill into Versace, picks up a UMP, but next in line, Toy, you don't want none, because he wins the duel. Richie, he wins such a crazy duel. There's a free gun as well, but he's down to 2 HP. And M4 is picked up, but Strata's gonna go down. 2-3 players looking to make their way down towards the A site. Chuan Kai, can you hold this off? 5-7 finds one, there's another in line though, but Food picks up one.
Oh! Kai tried to jump up and just, you know, use the not so bad in-air accuracy of the pistol to his advantage. Hope he get like a shot, at least distract them temporarily. But he ends up getting taken out by the last remaining members of Baruch. Now they're going to actually rotate down to the B site. They know UBC are behind them, and so they can get out of the B site and have a greater chance of keeping this round. But that is a rifle picked up for Mahoney. And so and with Richie at 2 HP, no kit, just 1 smoke. If they're saving this, I actually kind of agree with this, but no, it looks like they're going to go for it. The water does take out Blaze, but Richie also dropped by Blaze right beforehand. It's just Food and Mahoney left, and just Mahoney with 10 HP. He should really save this, is my professional opinion. But he's going to go for it anyway. Through the side of the smoke, Food is going to be able to drop him. That's Baruch still up 2-1. They don't drop him up there. Time to get reset.
Yeah, 1-2, and this is a double eco, right? We called that out the previous round. This should be an eco. There is 4,300 for Strata, but
don't be baited.
Could drop some P250s. Yes, we're going to see 2 P250s, a third. That's going to be it, as UBC on an eco, followed by Baruch College. They've got 2, I call this gun the Holy Grail MAC-10. And the reason why is because you hold W, and that's the style of Baruch College. And they're actually behind these kills. Meister finds 1 kill. That's 600 in the bag.
Yep.
Bomb's gonna go down. No one to contest after that. Player from Chuan Kai, and 4 players at UBC. 3 of them grouped up. Actually, all 4 of them grouped up now.
Yeah, I don't agree with them buying 2 MAC-10s. Just because that's like having to split that, and you're not gonna keep either when you're coming into the next round. And so buying 2 weapons that you know you're not gonna be able to keep at all, even if you survive with all 5 players, maybe a little bit too much for investment, even for the upgraded. Ooh, Versace running straight into a stack. Does get dropped by Richie. But that Richie does get another kill with it onto Blaze. Food is answering back, trying to get more. It's just Richie. Has an AK picked up, drops Meister, makes it into a 1-on-2. The ball has been taken for quite some time now, though, and Richie does eventually fall.
Yes, he blew up. But 1-3, these, mind you, these are eco rounds coming out from UBC. You guys need to understand that the past 2 rounds, only 1-2 Baruch players have been surviving. It's definitely hitting them economically, and there's a double op setup from UBC. We've seen how effective it was against UCI on train. And right now, 5 members of Baruch College, they're making their way towards long B. They don't care. And look at that initial headshot by Thur that gets taken down by Chuan Kai, and the nade comes through. All 4 of these players trying to get that position against this play, but Chuan Kai finds another one, but an off for Strata. It needs to capitalize, followed by Richie as well. Down to 2v3, make that a 1v3. And Strata, honestly, he needs to get out of the situation unless he can find a very fast pick.
These 2 players are both very low. That, again, may be unknown for Strata here, but he's going for it anyway with the op. See, if he knew that they were low, he would have pulled his pistol. But instead, he's going to fake out the bomb, holds angle. Oh, doing it at the wrong time, and Vlad's going to peek out and take him out. It is Baruch up 4-1. Double up setup, really backfiring, because look at UBC's money. It's not good.
Yeah,
they're going to have to save again.
It's definitely effective, but it's against a rush, though.
Yeah.
How
didn't get off a single shot before dying, the first one at Toxic.
Exactly. That's 4750 being spent, not a shot being fired. It's definitely hurting UBC economically. But Baruch College now, after that fast play, will they continue that pace? They know UBC has no money. You've got Strata now here towards the bathroom. He is going to go for the information play, sticking around towards the bathroom. The bomb's on a default. And look, Baruch College are playing passive. They're definitely giving the respect to UBC.
Yeah, they don't want to run into a little stack up like, oh, Meister. He's actually with the knife out. It's a little strange, but he's just shoulder peeking out, using the increased movement speed from the knife. even if he full peeks out with his rifle out against 4 pistols that we've seen used in that exact same position before, would be taken out immediately. So he's just going to shoulder peek, fast movement speed, and just get information before going for an engagement, if there was one there to take, which there wasn't. UBC playing very far back, and they originally had a 4-man stack on the B side, but instead they're evening it up just a little bit. And Blez here, I think he actually caught out a player from UBC, and that's going to be a rotate of a 3rd player back up onto A.
Yep, and right now an execute about to happen for Baruch College. 3-4 members looking to make their way onto the A site. Utility being spent, player by Dumpster, player by Optimus, and he peekaboo, it's Mahone to go down. Food close and personal, but Blez is going to pick up that kill, and they all chime in, finding their entries. They cleaned up the site, down to Impetuous and Tronkai with just pistols. And honestly, this should just be a clean sweep by Baruch College.
Really nice anti-ego coming down. They're not dropping a single player. They're allowing their bank to build up. In fact, if you look at Food, he's already at 10-10. Everyone else is pretty low, so you got to question why he hasn't dropped for his teammates yet. But nonetheless, final kill. Baruch not losing a single player. Very nice anti-eco. They're up 5-1 right now, but UBC can't buy again. Are they going to commit to the double op? I don't think they have enough money for it, but we've seen weird decisions being made this time.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where when UBC, you know, whipped it out against, you know, UCI, untrained, there's not much you can do. But on this map, rotating with an op is honestly, not the best case scenario. It's definitely brutal. But we have an op on Strata, and so far this is another gun round for UBC. Can they bounce back against Baruch College? Now the bomb's on a default for Baruch is they are trying to play passive, find some picks. They have an op as well onto Food. We've seen how devastating this player can be for Baruch College. And they're watching these angles. They definitely have respect for UBC. And what we thought was a very aggressive play style by them, but they have tamed themselves.
Yeah, they're definitely giving their respect to UBC. They know this is the grand finals, and there's a lot on the line, and any opponent that they're going up against has to be strong, has to be of their same caliber, or at least close enough. And so they're definitely giving dues at the start. You know, maybe if they start winning really strong, they're going to start picking up the pace faster and faster, like we saw in their game against UCLA. But at least for now, it's only on the 7th round of this entire series. So, you know, they're still going to play it safe for now. Throwing a couple of nades, probably for a little fake on the A site, and as they're rotating down through sewers onto the B site. But the fake has not been called. Chuan Kai, or it has been called perhaps, and the rotate has not. Nice one, but he peeks out right into a bullet from Udickmeister.
Oh my goodness, Utility is insane, but the bomb has been dropped. The rotate should be coming through, but Toy comes out with an amazing opening kill. But Mahone's stuck in the pit. His teammate Richie is going to find one kill, but Food with the op manages to tag one down. Molotov's being spent, but there's nobody home towards Cat. And so far, what was a 3v3 now put in the man advantage, and Strata is doing his job. 2K for this man, down to Versace.
There's no time, he's got to run.
Yep, in 5 seconds. But if they can pick him off here, Mahone looking to peek towards Long B, and Versace reads that quite well.
Yeah, they're not going to chase. Their economy is they're sitting, everyone's sitting below 4K even after that victory. So they full bot. They want to save as many rifles as they can. They're fine with leaving an AK over onto Baruch. Because, you know, he didn't get any round loss going the second into that anyway. It was literally just the AK, so he just stuck with the, what was it, 3750 that he had at the end of that, or at least at the beginning of that round. So it's honestly not the worst.
Yep, and right now, as UBC has bounced back, they need to keep their composure coming into these next rounds. They have that money building up, but Baruch College has been building that surplus, right? And so far, standard set up by UBC, a 3-2 split, followed by the bomb on a default for Baruch.
Toy is pushed up very aggressively in the little sandwich in water. Everyone else is pretty far back, as you just mentioned. No control whatsoever for Baruch on bathrooms, but UBC are playing conservative, so they don't necessarily know that. I don't think anyone's been spotted out by either team so far.
Right now, 1 minute to go. The bomb on the back of Blez is actually towards the B side. There is a player towards water. That's going to be Toy. He wants to actually finesse the south B side. Finds a kill. That's going to be Tuan trying to go down, but he trades off to 19 health. These players have opened up the long B. They're looking to plant this bomb 40 seconds ago. They're looking to gain control. And who is actually that? That's actually Ramon who goes down, but Petru is looking to find some kill. He finds one, but can't get the second. Down to Strata as well. He needs to chime in. The op needs to find these picks. That's crazy, but Udic? What on earth with 24 HP goes for a crazy shoulder peek onto Strata. Now Richie stuck behind enemy lines finds one kill, but he eats a nade. 15 HP put in a 1v2. He doesn't have a kit as a 10-second defuse is unlikely here. Versace, he's got 5-3 bullets, USP in hand, 64 HP, and oh my goodness, he gets it. He's gonna pick up the AK. Can this man do it? Oh my goodness, he drops down. He doesn't check the right.
He was just running away. There was no doing it to him.
Yeah, that's correct.
He didn't have a defuse kit. He really just trying to see if he can't grab that AK and hope that no one is there and save that rifle. Ends up getting caught at the end there, but bomb did explode before the round ended, and so that's a full wipe. Baruch do win that round, but they do have to rebuy on all of their players. But UBC gonna have to save. They're just buying some upgraded pistols. They need to save if they want to have a healthy buy into the next round, and so unfortunately can't force up and use that economic damage dealt to Baruch last round. Potentially get more rounds ahead of them.
But right now, we're going to be an upgraded pistol buy for UBC. As Baruch College make their way into B site and oh my goodness.
Come on, throw them on there.
Oh my goodness, but they peek out towards that, they find those kills. Toy right behind as well, he catches one trying to lurk back, and now just down to Richie all by himself. Not a single damage done to Baruch College. Richie close by to his fallen brethrens. Nate comes through, he looks away, but he finds one kill, and that's all he's gonna get.
Yeah, one. You know, it happens. That's the perfect anti-eco is so rare. This is basically standard for Baruch to only lose one player. Interesting stuff by UBC coming into the water area. They got completely pincered. They're really trapped. We have the B side open. But they're just going for a stack, hoping to catch a player out. So I guess it's a gamble. They weren't expecting to get anywhere close to winning that round. Unfortunately, it doesn't work out in their favor. They don't get any sort of economic damage or boon of their own. But now, because of that save, they are able to buy up 2 UMPs, lacking utility. Strata actually with glass.
Right now, Baruch College, they've got the ball towards playground. They're just trying to set this up. And over towards the B side, there is a stack, but the rotate's coming through. And honestly, we have been reporting Baruch College as an aggressive playstyle, like the team aggressive playstyle. But we're seeing a different case. They understand, you know, I'm going to repeat this because I did not expect this from Baruch.
Yeah.
The respect is being paid as 4 members of Baruch College look to make their way towards bathroom, and holding that down is going to be Strata with the op, followed by Richie. Can they hold this off, or will they give the control to Baruch College? Oh my goodness. The crouch peek, and Food's going to find that op versus op. Leaves Richie all by himself.
Quick rotate call over onto the A side as well. That just leaves Twan Kai here, left by his lonesome. It's a correct call as of now, as that is where the bomb is being carried. It is in bathrooms. 30 seconds left. Looks like they are going to push forward. Richie is the first point of contact here, just outside of bathrooms. He knows that there's at least one player here. The shadows should alert him to their presence, but no, Toy is going to open up the B site. Richie does peek out in time to drop one player rotating in through connector, but that is still an open B, taken control of by Baruch. Getting there just in time to get the bomb plant down with 10 seconds left. 3-on-4 retake attempt. Toy in a position to jump in from sniper and blend as well in the connected area. Only drops 1, but brings Mahoney down to 1 HP. He's just going to decide to run away and save his M4. He has a kit, but no utility in 1 HP. He's got Snowflake's chance to retake this site.
Yeah, 1 HP. Somebody sneezes on him.
Yeah, you could kill him with an 8. I want to see someone kill an 8.
Yeah, that would be definitely interesting
Flash
here for
in the face.
CSL. Definitely a highlight. But 2-7. Look at these 2 players hunting him. It's Versace followed by Toy. They're on both ends of his domain right now. And oh no, and Toy just pre-fires.
Spams through the wall. And let's hope he's here. And he was.
Oh my goodness. And the experience is definitely, we've seen it obviously against UCLA.
Yeah.
Baruch College. Toy, you know, he's a pro player for Team Rush. Currently in the Pro League for ESCA. And of course, Food for Prospects GG in the previous season 3 of ESCA Premier.
But it's actually Unicry Series top ranking for Baruch. So
Yeah,
we mentioned this earlier. They're a team that anyone can step up and carry the team to victory.
Fun fact, Blaise actually has like 5 hours in the past 2 weeks. Well, that's what he's told me.
That's what he said.
Yeah, that's what he told us. But coming into this, bombs on a huge default. All these guys looking to gain control towards long. That's Baruch College. And watching long actually is going to be Strata. Doesn't have it off this time. Not going to work in his favor. Going to play a very tight angle and try and get lucky.
Yeah, Baruch just peeking out right now, trying to see if they can't clear out any sort of area. And bathrooms right here. And then actually pushing back. Once the site does get taken out, crossfire of these pistols is going to take him out. So an AK is picked up from Mahoney. You're probably going to want to try and save this, as there's very little investment on the side of UBC. Send the rest of the pistols to go and try and drop any more rifles or do any more economic damage. But right now, that saving that AK is probably the priority, at least for Mahoney.
And 2 to 8. So far, just pistols for these guys for UBC as they enter towards the A side. Baruch has actually 2 pistol kills and makes it down to 2 players for Baruch College, but they find 1 kill into Richie. Still the site's not open because it's being held up by Impetuous, but he goes down. But next in line is Strata with the AK, and UBC have ecoed Baruch College. I thought I wouldn't see that.
Yeah, I blinked, and that first kill, it's understandable. He's a little pistol crossfire. He's out by himself. But
like I said, the tight angles, right?
Yeah, definitely using these P250s and the CZs as well. They used the thing is that Baruch used their utility so early on to clear out bathrooms that they didn't have any to clear out further on onto the A site, and so UBC just able to land the shots, throw Baruch really into a little bit of confusion. I mean, still landing good shots is definitely what got it. It was more than just lack of utility, but they are open to buy right now. Mahone pushing forward out of long, does get taken out by Food. There is backup there in the form of Richie. I don't know if they're going to be expecting him. He likes pushing up.
What on earth? Toy actually 1AK'd Chuan Kai. That was ridiculous.
Oh, up on the boost, yeah.
Yes, indeed. And Versace gets up 1 and Richie trades 1 out. And so far, that's not good. Petrus is going to go down. Richie all by himself. He needs to hold on to this gun. He's up against 4 players of Baruch College. Picks up the AK, but Food's hanging out.
It's a tactical reset.
Bomb has been planted.
That's all that last one.
But this is definitely... Oh, if he was able to tickle Food
Yeah.
and get that... He's got 11 health.
Yeah.
But a 3 to 9 now. Looking for double digits. Baruch College, they've got... They have been taking some hits. Looking at their money situation, it's not quite up there as it should be, right? Each round they're winning. They're having 2 to 3, maybe 1 to 2, or 1 to 3 players surviving.
Yeah.
So they're taking hits.
Taking some hits, but they're also getting the rounds. And if you're able to get the rounds, it doesn't matter how many people you lose. It's only when they trade back and forth that losing players. You see on a little bit of a force up right now, as you see Impetuous with just the CZs. Everyone else is able to get rifles, no kit, slight utilities, but they're taking quick connector control. The only person who can contest right now is going to stay down here. Really trying to get one Kai. Gets a 3K, gets a 4K!
And Richie to find Versace. UBC, they're chiming in, but they need the last 2 rounds. Round 14 up for grabs, but an op being picked up here. Most likely going to go to Strata. And Baruch, look at their mic situation. Cameron, they're going to buy up AKs. They're forcing up. And the reason why this money's been really awkward is because it's going back and forth. Like I said, with Counter-Strike Global Offensive, the economy system is so intricate, you need to, you can't just give away rounds.
You got to string rounds together with surviving players in order to build up a good economy to buy up comfortably after you lose. The Baruch are still able to force up somewhat, but as you can see, it's not the greatest. They're lacking utility on 2 players, and those 2 players have, subpar weaponry compared to the AK.
What is going on here? Richie is in deep behind, and Melania finds 1 dome. That's blessed to go down, but Unificer wants it, and he will find the refrag as the bomb has been spotted, I believe.
Yeah, the problem with pushing up that aggressively is that's a one and done position. He was caught out, caught between two players. He had to pick a side to choose to watch, and he, you know, just coin flip, he selected wrong, and that makes it a 4-on-4, which favors Baruch as now UBC are stretched even thinner. The maps are balanced to have a good CT hold if you have 5 CTs. Only 4 stretch pretty thin. 50 seconds left. Baruch have more than enough time to run around and decide and get more picks and get more map control and decide what bomb site they want to eventually push on. Let's bringing it over towards B right now.
Yes, indeed. As they make their way to B, it is going to be set up nicely, but oh, kind of getting a little bit baited out. 2 players here for the B bomb site. Impetuous, followed by Mahone. Can they hold this off? 29 seconds to go. The second last round of this first half. UBC need to hold this off. Versace picks up Strata. The last 2 deep into the site. Impetuous, he's got the AK. He's so close by. The bomb's gonna go down in their face, and Mahone goes down. Impetuous, can you make this happen? Finds 1 kill. Down to a 1v3, essentially a 1v4. But through the smoke, Versace finds him. And that's gonna put it 4 to 11, or 4 to 10.
Just the pressure that Baruch are throwing on UBC when they finally engage onto the site is really just too much for UBC to handle. It's not the same. It's not the same matchup when you look at Baruch versus UCLA, but it really is just Baruch hitting their shots. UBC are hitting good shots as well. It's just not enough, and they're getting caught out on their rotate. When Baruch execute onto a site, they execute onto a site. They smash in there.
With that being said, this is the last round of the first half. First map on the first map. Sorry. Wow. Tongue twister for me for some reason. But Richie doesn't spawn if he gets it last second.
Anyway,
Toy, a little bit caught off guard. The bomb all the way towards Fountain though, and it is equalized out. As the offense always has the advantage over the defense. You know, we're towards long. It's gonna be Strata.
Oh, was he seen? Oh, he is seen now. It's taken down to 22.
Goodness. He pays the price, and he's gonna make the calls, try to delay these guys off. Molotov to keep him off Optimus, but he's looking away from that flashbang.
He does get one in connector. He knows they're pushing his guns. Oh, can't quite get a second one. Tied up to a 3-on-3, and that's actually going to open up the B-bomb site for Baruch. They're going to be pushing in there. A couple of smokes, a couple of flashes thrown out for them to safely get the bomb plant down. A little bit of sloppiness thrown into the site. 1-for-1 trade. Bomb should be going down now, however. Food dropped to 1 HP. But then he was trying to just get tabled, and Food drops Richie. Second shot onto Strata.
On Earth. A 1 HP play by Food from Baruch College.
Well, to be fair, he had his friend in front of him to distract them.
My goodness, that's just insane shots right there.
Yeah,
but
no, of course.
That's going to be your first half, and these players, honestly, UBC, they struggled on the CT side. Keep in mind, this is Baruch College's map.
Yeah.
Both teams have their map picks essentially. Baruch has, Overpass. They're undefeated on it. And of course, UBC have Cash, who are also undefeated as well on that map. So with Dust 2 as the randomizer, obviously I'm thinking a little bit too ahead here, Cameron, but
A little bit.
what can UBC do here against, a dominating Baruch College on Overpass?
I don't know. It's hard because I was thinking, just looking at their previous games, that it would have been closer. UBC, they held their own against UCI, but now coming in, so it's a map that they like, that they can play decently on. It's not their favorite like it is Baruch's, but it's still up there on their map pool. It's just behind Cash and Nuke. But being 11-4 right now, when they had the CT site start only getting 4 rounds, that's just can't be comfortable for them, and it shouldn't be comfortable for them. I don't know any chance of a comeback right now. They still have 4 rounds. It's more than 3, 2, or 1, or even 0, but just the dominance shown out by Baruch, maybe too much for UBC to handle. We'll see when they're in the second half. It is a quick rush down from UBC, taking quick control of Bathroom. Baruch holding back. They don't have any utility. It's just Food with the defuse kit.
Yeah, but UBC will have spent utility onto the A side. They're knocking on the doorstep. And Impetuous starts it off, finds 1 kill, but Versace struggling, will find that kill onto Optimus, and this pistol round is so crucial for UBC. They need to capitalize, but Baruch College, they're peeking together, but the USPs are too strong. And right now, a man advantage for Baruch, but oh my goodness, what on earth? Richie, can he do this with the glove? Finds 1, finds a second. Can he find a third? Tickle the last guy. He gets it. Oh my goodness, Richie, can you do this? Please.
Versace.
Versace, UBC, Richie, can you pull this off? The bomb sticking away. The clock. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. Richie, a 1v4 clutch for UBC in the second pistol half. Holy crap.
If they weren't pumped before, this has got to get UBC pumped. This energy should be bringing them back out and answering back, fighting back, climbing back to take this map. They don't want it. They're not down just yet. They still have life left in them.
Oh my god, it's still a lot of work to be done. There's 6-round gap. Baruch College, they're gonna force up. There's a scout here for Meister. And Toy, he's got the deagle. Deep nades, taken down to 60 HP. And right now, you got a Galil UMPs and AK for Richie. UBC, they're definitely feeling great after that last round, but they need to buckle down.
UBC, I like this idea of taking it slow. Baruch did many times last round. They don't want to get caught up in any sort of force up that we see on Baruch's side of things. They're going to take it slow, slowly clear it through. Richie being kind of aggressive, running around in connector, but now he's going to meet up with the rest of his teammates. Pinch, I got those two words confused. Pinch onto bathrooms as a unit.
Right now, UBC looking to establish that control towards long A, and 3 brothers for UBC as they walk their way down, creeping, tiptoeing with their Jordans, if anyone catches that phrase. But actually, right behind the bathroom, Richie finds a kill on the Food, but Food takes Strata. Toy with the deagle finds a 1 onto Twan, but Impetuous shuts that down. It's still equalized out. This is an advantage for UBC.
Yeah, especially now with Baruch as a player, Meister on a scout and no armor. It's going to be hard for them to retake this, especially now that it's a UBC full man advantage. It's just Blez left. Being able to get one makes it a little competitive. Wants to go pick up that UMP, but he's expecting to be watched over. But just around this corner is where the last 2 remaining UBC members are. Expecting to be stabbed from behind as well. He doesn't have a kit, so he's got to go soon if he wants to try and retake this. But it looks like he's just going to be saving this UMP.
Oh, picking up that scout, though, is going to give the position away. Gets tagged from up and above, and they're on him. And Blez, can you get out of the situation? 5-7 makes its rain. And he's going to be able to get away with that scout. Also picked up a nade, I believe, as well. So that will make its way into the next round. Look at the economy situation. Baruch College on the scoreboard, they're gonna have to save.
Yeah, but they did a lot of damage to UBC as well. UBC with these buy-ups, it's not even gonna be that great. If Baruch full save this round, which it looks like they want to, aside from like a B250 over there, if they deal any amount of damage to UBC and then win the next gun round, it's gonna completely break UBC's economy. But Twankai with the Mag 10, that one letter always screws me up. Mag 10 is going to try and farm out the kills with that no armor on Baruch, and they know it. That's going to chew through them with ease.
Right now, if they can figure out where the scout is actually on Meister, he's actually all the way on A site, so very common actually to play a scout towards SWAT on A site. But right now, a very passive play by UBC, a similar style by Baruch that we saw first off in this first half. And a deep nade actually onto Udic. It takes him down to 67.
Yeah, he was just jump spotting up there, gave his position away. Taking it slowly shooting down. Meister trying to take some shots with that scout. I don't know if he knows that Twankai is in that little corner. Now he's pulling back, reloading it. It kind of reveals stuff that he doesn't. Oh, Richie, I don't know. Yep, he stole it. Gets the headshot on the Toy.
Oh my goodness.
Nice open up. It is an anti-ego, so you do expect UBC to win this, but Food only able to get 1 kill there at Bathrooms.
And Mahone, bomb on his back. They're looking to execute onto this A site. There's lots of time, and he spots a player towards Dumpster, and that's Meister with the scout. He does go down, and just down to 2 pistols. It's Blez followed by Versace. And Blez, oh, it's on the Dumpster, and the Mac 10 is, that kill was Mac 10 out of 10, I guess. And it's down to Versace in a 1v4, and honestly, there's no gun for him, because I believe Impetuous died towards on site.
Yeah, he has a scout, but there's no point in saving that into the next one. Full gun, so really you just try and set himself up to get as much damage as possible, but unable to get anything. Twankai is able to get a second kill onto that Mac 10. That's $1,200 total he farmed up from this, along with the 3150 they got from winning the round.
So 11-7. What was a 11-4 gap? 3 rounds caught now by UBC in the second half. AKs across the board. This is the first official gun round into the second half. Baruch College is going to turn up the heat. They have the equipment. There's no op for either side, so it's going to come down to the executes followed by the utility being spent and the angles here from both teams.
An aggressive push down along by two players of Baruch. Caught up by Twonkai. Is going to take one. Spots second location of the second. Home to finish him off. Richie as well with another kill for his team. So UBC 5 versus 2 advantage right now. Quickly putting it in their favor. Allowing Baruch just to run straight into them and eating it all up.
And you're definitely right what you said earlier, Cameron. Baruch spends the utility, regardless on what side, way too fast. And they're left with just 2 smokes. They lose their duels, and now look at this. A band of 4. UBC looking to make their way towards the B bomb site. Now Richie did sacrifice his life, but he did get an opening kill. Down to just Versace. And he's still fighting these guys, but he gets 1 kill. Not too sure if I believe in that play. But UBC
Play of who?
for Versace to stick around.
Yeah, I don't know. It's questionable. But I do want to fight with you a little bit about talking about Baruch's use of economy. They spent down to every last dollar. I don't think they had that much to deal with. And so that's why they played so aggressively down long, because they had to hold them off with more than just utility. They actually had to fight them early and keep map control with their body. And ends up, again, like you said, the duels did go UBC's way, so it's not working in favor, but the idea was there.
Yeah, but once you play aggressive and try to do what you do best and get shut down by UBC, the momentum starts to dissipate. So not too sure if I want Baruch to do that, but 5 AKs here. We got pistols for Baruch, and so far Richie's gonna start this off. Finds 1 kill, finds a second. He's down to 10, but he's got his brother here to hold his hand. And down to just 3 members of Baruch.
Yeah, this is probably the fullest eco we've had. Well, no, that's a lie. They got armor. I lied. I misread that. But Baruch, nonetheless, still on a save. They have a round loss bonus in their favor, which is why they're able to buy up armor and fairly upgraded pistols with the 5.7 and the Deagle. If they can just drop a couple players of UBC, that would be pretty good economic damage. UBC haven't been able to build up that much of a bank. The highest player is Strata with 7,100, but everyone else is below 5,000.
Yeah, it could just be a double eco, correct? If I'm not mistaken, there's Udic with 1750, but regardless, there's still 3 players here for Baruch. And they're on the huge flankerino, but Strata's here. Could shut this down. The bomb ticking away. The exit is towards bathroom, so this could get very sloppy.
Yeah, they're trying to run away. It seems like they know that they're hiding out in this direction, not necessarily from, you know, the other side of the A site. So, as you said, they could be running straight into a little bit of a pistol stack. Drop 1 or 2 players. Probably expected at this point.
And look at this exit by UBC. No contact just yet.
They're being very safe.
Actually, none at all. That's insane. Oh, but there it is, Mahone. He catches one. That's going to be Toy. IGL to IGL, and that's going to put a timeout by Baruch College. Interesting. Actually, look, it's 5 rounds in a row that UBC have caught in the second half.
Yeah.
And 11-9 for Baruch. Honestly, what's going on with that?
I don't know. You do have to question their force up. They're kind of pushing their economy a little bit past the limit. As you said yourself, it was Udikmeister with, what was that, 700. Just because of the round loss bonus, he does have the 5150 that he's able to full spend, but he has full nades, but no head armor, which against AKs, whatever, irrelevant, but no kit, and so everyone else is gonna be able to buy up, but kind of just barely. Luckily for Blez and Versace, they have armor saved from last round, but I just wish that they committed more to the save, just a little bit more. They pushed their they pushed their save buys, I think, just a little bit past, and as we've seen, they need every single ounce of utility, a kit on every single player.
Yeah, and honestly, what is happening for Baruch right now, I bet you they're all talking to each other going, okay, we can't play aggressive CT, is not working out. Let's not keep this gap growing. Let's not let this grow. Don't let them catch up. Let's play passive, or we might see something, a complete 180, who knows? We're going to find out here as it is unpaused back into the game as UBC. They actually have a lurker on the Tron Kai. He's actually going to be watching, I guess, the flank push. As, of course, Baruch has that, you know, that aggressive play, yeah.
These two people pushing out along, not finding anything. So this is actually a lot of information given over to Baruch. This is good for them. We do see Food rotating very far back onto A, but it looks like those two players pushing out long on Baruch are going to continue to push the connector. But luckily for UBC, they are watching the entrance out into Park. They're kind of sandwiched though, but they are pushing back out into Fountain and pushing Baruch back.
One guy picks up a nice kill on Toy, who was backpedaling away, and he had a buy. Did not shoot his gun, keep in mind. And with 4 players up for Baruch, this pause so far not helping them out. This Blaz, he's been in this position before. He got the ace of the tournament so far here at CSL, and the execute coming through UBC. Can Baruch hold this off?
Oh, nice. They line up straight for him, but only gets 1. Oh, I feel like you're doing so much damage. He did do a lot of damage to Strata and Mahone, and then Food drops off Strata. Just a 2-on-3 left. Unimeister evens it up to a 2-on-2. Bomb dropped in the middle of the site, has yet to get planted. Food pushed up very close. Should hear the bomb plant go down. He does, but actually takes out Kai. Oh, flips away, has to run away. Very close with him off. It's not the best position to be in. 20 seconds left. There, does finally finish it off. He's the only surviving member on his team, but they do still get the round.
Yeah, 9-12 now. Back in the pace of Baruch College. After that pause, they get it together, but can they keep the momentum? They do bounce back, right? But the op here for Strata, off the hands of Food, he's done amazing work. And looking at your scoreboard here, Food has got 21 frags and 11 deaths. Next is going to be Meister with 17, but on the UBC side, Richie is playing his heart out. And Strata, as I was going to say, he was getting shut down, but he shuts down Food. The primary op here by Baruch College, that's going to be huge for UBC as they look to find their advantage in this round.
Top fragger as well, and you have to look at the economy of Baruch. They only survived with 1 member, and so even with that round victory, they invested so much into it. They had hardly any money, and now they have even worse of a buy this round. UBC in prime position to take them out and get the full reset. Richie does get the 2nd kill for UBC, so they're in a very good position. Finds this 3rd player down, does take him out, drops Versace. Now it's just Meister and Toy left, 2 versus 5.
But Toy sitting towards Cat, needs backpedal, and he's going to find a kill onto Mahone. And there's still a number of players close by, but do they commit? They actually turn their way back, actually, as they spend utility. And all by and loans himself is giving Meister with an op towards Bank. 4 players for UBC looking to take this A site. Utility going to be spent, keeping it at bay. The ball should be easily getting down here. Oh my word!
Sees the Tracers.
What the
Finds
heck?
it up.
So basically they were wall banging each other, and the Tracers, he just took the shot through the wall and he got that kill. So a crazy play by Chuan Kai there, and now Meister in a 1v3. He should be saving this, and he's all the way towards B.
He got 1 kill, now he's just backing off with it as well. You don't want to commit with an op, no kit, 1 versus 3, where the bombs planted for bathrooms, and UBC have, you know, safe to assume bathroom control, which is in fact the case.
Yep, so Meister just trying to hold on to this. Bomb's going to tick away, and UBC will find their 10th round. A 2-round gap. This op, though, not... There's no way it's going to get denied. They're too far.
So good that he saves it, but that is the full reset for Baruch, their economy. They had max round loss bonus, and now they're back down to the start. And so like, they're probably going to have to double save if they want a full economy. And that's if they do that, that's, you know, aside from any sort of eco upsets, it's going to allow UBC to tie it up 12-12.
And depending if you're right about the double saves here for Baruch, if UBC can hold on to their rifles, they can buy out for the rest. Oh, interesting. A force from Baruch, and looking at how the rounds have been going, they don't have that loss bonus stacked up. So this is a very risky play by Baruch College if they cannot make this work. Mind you, they have 1 op and 1 UMP, followed by 3 upgraded pistols.
A force up after the pistol is different because you still don't have enough, even if you win the pistol round, you still don't have enough to full buy, and so it's a little more even if you force up there. But pulling this out, granted they still have an op, but still pulling out the upgraded pistols and a UMP versus a full buy by UBC, 4 AKs, 1 op, it's just not worth it. Full save next round. Oh, what I miss?
Impetuous actually just sprayed the smoke and finding food there, but you know, he only had a pistol. Information is slightly given. This is a default by UBC as Chuan Kai, followed by Impetuous, actually gain control towards Long A and Bathrooms. So that information is there, but they need to take over the site if they want to hit it. The bomb's going to be on the back of Strata. He's going to join his brothers.
There's a little bit of damage, but only so much into this. 30 seconds left. UBC still have to commit to this side. Looks like they're going to commit over on towards A. Just leaving Mahone behind as a little bit of a lurk. But no, they're actually going to rotate through connector onto the B side. Mahone's clearing it out. He finds in contact this player down in water and drops Blez. More nades being thrown in from construction. Now to take the side, get the bomb plant with ease. Ooh, Richie does get dropped by the UMP of Toy.
And right now, the man advantage for UBC. They get the bomb down, and Strata picks up one, but Unit bounces back, but 1 for 1 for 1. But it's a 2-piece for Strata.
Woo!
And that's actually a 3-piece with the op, and he's stepping up for UBC. And we are just 1 round away from equalizing out. And just like you said, Cameron, look at the money situation of Baruch. They're broke.
Even if they full save here, they're not going to get a full comfortable buy. It's CT. It costs so much money.
Yeah, and that's the advantage of playing the terrorist side here. But you know, you still have the op for Strata. You have a UMP for Impetuous, and the reason why Impetuous has this UMP is because of one of the great new meta guns, I guess. And it's $1,200, and every kill you get is 600, right?
Yeah.
So Impetuous, if he understands that they're on pistols, why not farm up and save some more money?
The reason why you see Mac 10s usually, if you want to farm up but not keep the rifle, the gun, is because you can move faster with it and allow pistols to not get a nice shot. But speaking of pistols, Corey gets 1 kill in connector. Takes a little bit of damage just to fall away, unable to pick up that rifle as there is a Richie there to defend it. But that's still an opening kill for Baruch.
Yeah, that insta-dink, the P250 by Toyin.
It does slow UBC down. They have to really clear out the sides right now. They know there's at least 1 player down in connector / the B side of things. Richie is maintaining control of that, making sure there's, you know, even that 1 player isn't rotate up and come in and backstab UBC. While it looks like they're taking the bomb over to the base.
Yeah, Blez able to spot 1 out. The op 1 Strata. 5 players up for Baruch College, and 1 spotted out. Now this is where it gets scary, ladies and gentlemen. This is close quarters combat, pistols in the hands, but nades. Mahone is gonna be first into the site. Strata with the op. He knows there's a player towards bank, but in they go. AK far superior, but he takes some damage. 1, 2, 3, and Blez gonna find a kill to Mahone, but surely they should avenge their IGL, and there it is. Down to Versace, a 1v3. The bomb should go down. There's 16 seconds, and there it is. It's gonna be equalized.
12 and 12. We thought Baruch had this in the bag coming in with an 11-4 first half, and now it's completely tied up. And now you have the question, can Baruch even get any more rounds into this? Because look at their economy. Is exactly what I was saying. They have, you know, they're able to buy up rifles and armor and some utility, but it's not a full buy.
Yeah, and just to keep in mind, Baruch College has only gotten 1 round in the second half. Now, mind you, they did dominate the first half with 11-4 first half. But coming into this is a full buy for both teams. This is do or die. Who will find the lead again? The bomb put on a default. UBC looking to gain control towards water. Now, there is a 3-man stack for Baruch College towards the B site. And lots of time on the clock. There is no rush here for both these teams.
Mahone, though, push very aggressively, really trying to peek onto the B site. Playing super safe. Their aggressive pushes out of long, for example, not working, and so now they've just relegated themselves to the bomb sites. They're just playing incredibly safe, giving away all map control to UBC. They'd rather just not contest it. They'd rather keep, you know, the man advantage like even.
Honestly, it's a respect thing. They're paying their respects to University of British Columbia. And Baruch College, right now, utility is a lackluster. They only have 1, 2 smokes, 2 flashes for the CT side. And right now, 5 players at UBC. They need to group up. There's 40 seconds to go. They need to execute onto a site.
So we're taking over onto the A side. There's a little bit of a stack on A as well, so this could work in Baruch's favor. Nice off positions by the players. Blez, first point of contact, able to get a 2K coming out from Toxic. Ugemeister with another one of his own. Blez, can he get a third? No, he has to reload. But they know exactly what these last 2 players are. He gets the third. It's just impetuous. Slap and T gets dropped as well, and so Baruch do not get reset. Able to survive with all 5 remaining players.
What a clean round by Baruch College. They shut that down. It was a, I don't know, it was a very change of pace by UBC. Like I said, they have a very balanced play style. They play aggressive. They either gain control.
Yeah.
And right there, it was they spent the utility. There was no one, you know, playing directly towards long bead. You had that player towards toxic, right? And you saw UBC actually boost before. If they boosted right there, they could have killed that toxic player, right? Find that pick on B, but they changed the pace, and now the the round advantage back in the hands of
Remains
Baruch
in
College.
A boost like that is very aggressive, particularly when you know that there are 5 players that could be anywhere on the sites themselves. A boost shows that there's a second player there as well, so it's actually a fair bit of information for the enemy team. It would be a different story if it was like 4-4, 3-3, but 5-5, you know there's going to be at least 1 or 2. There's going to be at least 2 players on the B side. UBC, just because they won so many rounds in a row, they were able to save up and full buy into this. Shooting an op, still on Strata. He's done good work with it so far. Starting to come alive in this second half. Still 11-3 of 15, but that's more of a virtue of him having such an unsuccessful first half.
Yep, and the clock running down. 55 seconds have passed, and with 55 seconds left. And so far, a little bit aggressive. Meister on the other side of the smoke. He is the first line of defense here for Baruch. He's going to drop his utility and actually back away. 40 seconds to go. UBC, all 5 members looking to capitalize. Up in place, it's Strata, who needs to take a first look. He's actually crouch peeking with the op, and Meister is on the other side. This is so scary right now.
20 seconds left. No one's died yet. It's going to be an explosive attack onto the A side. Just around this corner is Meister. He gets the spray down, but no, he's looking the wrong way. Gets taken out. Who does answer back with a kill of his own, but Twonkai is on the site. Clearing it out for his teammate. Drops toys. He tries to reposition himself on the site to defend it. Bomb plant is going to go down in position to be guarded from bathrooms. And a 4-on-3 man advantage for UBC. Looking good for them. Richie gets 1 kill. Mahone another engagement. Blez does drop Richie. Mahone is going to drop Blez. It's just Food left with an op, and he can't get anything. Dropped by Strata. UBC get their 13th round.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here to a 13-13 score line. This is the first map of the grand final. Now, this is a best-of-3 series, but come on now. This is such a game, guys. And with Baruch College, look at their money situation. They're broke. UBC should bounce back in the lead here.
They should, but we've seen some disastrous anti-ecos from, well, UBC specifically. You know, I'm not saying it's going to happen again, but, you know, they're taking it slow. They're not slow. And look at this quick push outside the ball. It's going to be a shooting gallery for Twonkai. He's able to get 3. He knows there's a 4th player there at least, but Toy up on the other side. Players and, ooh. Has to pull out the Glock to get that 4th kill. Just Toy left, and he does finish off Twonkai. But they know exactly where he is. They're just going to bring the bomb over to the B side. They don't care about killing him.
Oh, Richie, please.
Oh.
That was a little scary. But UBC Esports finally take the lead. But, guys, this is not over. 14-13. Looking at the money situation, this is
Baruch
another.
Can't buy. They finally full save.
Yes, they finally disciplined themselves.
They learned.
They learned, but is this the right time? Potentially, yes. Will this turn around? Will Baruch start to pummel UBC? But UBC, with their momentum in the second half, it's looking bright. And right now, a boost here. The control towards B. And right now, UBC are on a very default setup. There's so much on the line. A small mistake. Richie, he opens up the door, but he's getting tagged down, and he goes down to Toy. And like I said, a small mistake will cost the round, but that's an early pick here for Baruch College.
Yeah, it gives a little bit of information. Like I said, they know there's at least 2 players on B. You're going to argue how useful that is because there's still 5 players at Baruch. Of course, there'd be probably 2 players on B, and now they spent so much time they could rotate it anywhere, so unable to capitalize on any information gained by that. It really was just Richie out alone, so you have to question why he's pushing forward so aggressively by himself. No ability to be traded out by his teammates.
Yep, and right now, the clock running down. A man disadvantage for UBC. They need to group up and hit a site. And there is a 3-man stack here for Baruch College on the A side, followed by Versace on the B side. And we're going to pay attention to Strata here with the op. He needs to find that opening pick. He looks for these close angles. He's played that angle before, so he's checking that. And the op, Petra is looking to make his way through 25 seconds. This is so eerie right now. All 4 members of UBC, they're looking to make their way onto the A side. Toy picks up one, and actually Udic picks up another, but a trade from Mahone. Mahone's still alive, but he actually goes down to Strata on a 1v3. Can he pull this off? The bomb is actually going to go down. 10 seconds to go. He's getting shot. Oh my goodness, the op though, but he doesn't get the no-scope. He will get shut down by Food. And once again, we are equalized to a 14-14.
Oh, this is the closest map we've seen so far. This entire day.
This is definitely a great final, and I did not expect this, to be honest.
I didn't expect Baruch to adapt.
Yes, that is one of the learning. I guess they just have a lot of respect for UBC, right?
I guess they just haven't had to adapt so far in this competition. You saw against their match at UCLA,
I see.
they just smashed through.
Shots fired to the
Not
other
shots
schools.
fired. You saw. Come on, like that's. Look at the scoreline. It's not. They're a really strong team, and I guess no one's challenged them until UBC. But it shows that they can adapt, which is it's good to see.
It's scary.
Yeah, it's scary as well.
And right now,
Look at this stack. Oh!
They whipped it out. They're going for such an aggressive boost play. The last time I saw that was on Envious, and it's been a while. The boost from Party, and now puts Baruch College in the advantage. The bomb on the back of Mahone. And there's still a lot of time to work with, but this op on Food is definitely scary. Oh my goodness. I'm not sure if you guys caught that, but Richie, he shuts down Versace, trying to hop away. And this is equalized out. We're getting surprises on surprises. This is equalized. Oh my goodness. They're pre-firing each other. They know the placements, but the second kill, sorry, Chuan Kai picks up Blez, but it bounces back onto Toy. And now it's equalized out again, but Unicmeister doing so much damage. He finds 2 and down to just Mahone. The IGL 40 seconds to go. There's a 1v2. He spots one, but Udic, he finds a 3K against UBC. Now that seals match point.
Seals match point, but UBC Esports still have enough money. How do they have enough money?
Oh, they honestly, looking at how the rounds have been depicting, yeah, they've had quite a surplus of money. 4 AKs, and op being picked up, not the utility they want though, Cameron.
No, but this is still a decent amount. Coming in after a loss, answering back with Baruch on round 15 on map point. This is Baruch's map. So the fact that UBC are taking it this close on their opponent's pick just shows how close of a matchup these two teams are. And now Baruch, they're playing this really safe again. They know that if they just hold back on the site, that's worked for them many rounds before up until now. They just need to hold back onto the site, force UBC to come to them, come right into their crosshairs, and they can just outshoot them.
Honestly, this is making me so nauseous right now. It's 14 to 15. UBC, they've got a decent buy. But look at the radar. Baruch College, completely passive right now. They don't want to give it up. Look at how passive these guys are playing. They're not going out. They're giving the full control to UBC as they look to gain control. And Mahone spots one out, does miss the shot, but he gives away the positioning of the op on UBC.
Flashing out along, I believe. Yeah, Food. He wants to go for. He flashed out to get another jump peek. I don't know if he saw anyone else out there. It's really hard to tell with the X-rays. Oops, maybe a little bit of a spoiler there. Now Baruch on 15-14. They're waiting for UBC to push into them. And here the push eventually does come. It seems Toy does get the first goal onto Impetuous. UBC trying to answer back. Meister though gets a second kill. Chuan with a double spray down.
He's keeping them alive, but can he pull this off? It's down to a 2v2. The bomb picked up by Chuan Kai, but Strata's here as well. And Blaz, he's here with Versace, but the nade, it shuts it down. It's down to Chuan Kai, but he gets shut down by Blaz. The nade shuts it down, and that's gonna be your first map, ladies and gentlemen, as Baruch College find Overpass.
16 to 14.
Oh my goodness, what a matchup. And of course, looking at the scoreline, there was 36 frags there on the UBC side, that was, I believe that was Richie.
Yeah,
That's just insane.
take complete control of this. But here the question is, now we're going to cash. I mentioned before earlier that the map pools of both these teams pretty much parallel, about as parallel as I think I've seen in a long time in any sort of grand final. Overpass is definitely liked by both teams. Baruch do like it a little better though, and they did win just a little bit. Now down to cash, both teams like, but I do think UBC, it's kind of flipped right now. It's their turn to answer back, win this one. It's going to be a close match either way, but they could potentially win this one 16-13, 16-14 as well. Until we get there, though, I think we're going to throw it over to one more break before we go into our second map of the night of our grand finals on cash between UBC Esports and Baruch College. Don't go anywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the CSL Finals here at the Scotiabank Theatre in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. My name is True Lai, and my partner in crime is Cameron Davis. And of course, before we get into the grand final of CSGO, as UBC and Baruch face off on the second map, we've got to be a huge thank you to Twitch and Twitch Student. A big part of this year's success has been due to our esports friends and family at Twitch, and they've opened up a great way for the gaming world, not only for CSL, but all college events and streamers around the world with the Twitch collegiate community. And if you've heard if you head over towards Twitch community twitch.tv/communities/collegiate, you can find a world of collegiate streamers right now. And to find out more information on what Twitch Student is all about and what's happening around the collegiate scene, it's as easy as a follow at Twitch Student on Twitter. So hit them up at Twitch Student. You guys all have Twitter. You guys all have cell phones. Come on, this is 2017, guys. Make a Twitter account. Hit up Twitch Student. Stay connected in the scene. If you love collegiate esports, if you love esports in general, and in post-secondary education, keep up at Twitch Student on Twitter, guys. And once again, a huge thank you to Twitch Student and Twitch for helping us here at the CSL family grow. As we head off into the esports community. And with that being said, we're going to get back into the game as UBC and Baruch College, two of the final CSGO teams heading off here. We're going to be on cash.
Yeah, this is UBC's pick coming into this. However, Baruch are no chumps on this map as well, so I'm expecting a game just as close as we saw on Overpass. The one thing to be worried about if I was UBC, when Baruch get onto the CT side, their aggressive CT tendencies are actually going to be really good just on cash. And so that is something they need to be aware of. Hopefully that they have the awareness about how their opponent plays to be able to counter that and just be aware of it. But however, as of now, looks like UBC maybe starting on the CT side. No, Baruch are going to start on the CT side. So if they get off with a really good start, just as 11-4 last time, this could be a little sketchy for UBC.
Honestly, with the map Cash, you have UBC who's undefeated.
Yeah.
Cash is one of those maps where some teams who are comfortable on the T side, they like the T side first because if you can string out X amount of rounds, they like to see how many rounds they can get, right?
Yeah.
But of course, with that mentality, you have to have strats right behind that. This map actually kind of fits well for both teams. Baruch College, playing an aggressive CT style on this map is it's pretty devastating. I've seen a lot of teams within either open main or the pro scene or the European scene play aggressive CT side, and it's very rewarding.
Yeah.
But we're gonna wait for these guys to ready up, and I want to talk a little about the previous map. Now, if you guys have missed it, and you are joining us here right now on Twitch, the first map was phenomenal. It was a great first map.
Yeah.
It's Overpass. It was chosen by Baruch College. It was a first 11-4 half in favor of Baruch College, but it bounced back to a 10-4 in a sense of 10 rounds being taken by UBC. You got 14-15 in favor of Baruch, but it just came down to those crucial trades, right? That last round. But what happened was the rounds went 12-12, 13-13, 14-14. That's rare to happen.
Yeah.
Not often do you see teams, not just collegiate teams, bounce back like that. And honestly, I'm pretty grateful for both these universities and colleges giving us this game here today. But so far, Cameron, what are your thoughts on coming into cash here?
So with looking at what happened last map, it was 11-4 half for Baruch. They were in solid lead. They let it get to 14-14 tie. Once it was tied up, then they started to really fight back. You have to ask did Baruch change up their tendencies? Like we did say how they adapted, and that was really good to see because it was something that we didn't really expect from just watching how they play in the quarterfinals, semifinals, etc. But at the same time, you have to wonder, did they get complacent when they entered the second half? Was that an issue? And if that's the case, if say they get around like a decent lead, I'm talking like 9-6, 10-5 lead, first half of here, if they're able to stop themselves from being complacent, if that is what happened, they could easily take this 2-0.
Yeah, Baruch College, but you don't want to roll out UBC. They've been playing their hearts out. And the legacy of Mahone and his squad is on the line right now. They are down one map. And honestly, of course, I would love to have 4 Canadian teams out in taking the big prize here at CSL in all games, but they have to deserve it, right? With that being said, we'll wait for these teams to ready up.
Yeah,
very soon.
Good to go.
Of course, I'm actually so scared for this game. Like,
yeah.
With the bounce back with 12-12, 13-13, I feel like we're gonna see that here again. With that being said, though, we're gonna be live or get into the game, guys. These bright lights, they're making me sweat bullets.
You sure it's the lights and not just the amazing Counter-Strike that you're watching?
Yeah. Oh, I guess so. You're right. You're right. It's both.
It's Counter-Strike.
Yeah. So we're getting into the pistol round.
Everything's Counter-Strike.
Baruch College on the CT side and UBC on the T side. UBC need this pistol round to start the momentum.
We actually have a double utility buy on UBC as well on Mahone and Strata, both with smokes. Mahone with a single flash and a P250. They're a player boosted down mid, but multiple players actually, it looks like, taking quick mid control. It's going to be a split onto the A site. Mahone taking first contact onto the A site. Smokes off the cross in between red box and forklift. But just Blez here in the NBK fence position otherwise. No, but Mahone takes his head off. Quick pick, 2 picks onto the A site. But he's just alone. Was this a fake?
Oh my goodness. But Impetuous fighting the Z player. That's going to be Toy. He's got the USB. And so far, the bomb's going to make its way into the A site. And an A retake, definitely workable here for Baruch College, but it's a 2-man disadvantage. Toy, he wants it blood, but he gets it for sure as Impetuous takes him down with that aim punch. But Food, he wants some too, and he will find that kill. Down to a 4v2. Versace finding one for himself, but Tuan Kai is going to do some damage to him. Incoming Food from Toxic. These players towards A main. It's a 3v2 situation as the bomb ticks away. Mahone towards quad though. He's got a 2-piece already. Gets a third. Can he find the fourth? And he will. Mahone
with the 4K, leading his team to the first victory on the first pistol round.
And this is what we need from UBC. Not just Mahone stepping up, of course. And we've seen the other players on Baruch College, not just Food, not just Toy stepping up. Udic Meister, Blah, having some crazy plays, and Versace as well with his gun control. But the pistol goes in favor of UBC. And they're going to be forced up with 5-7s.
Yeah, we actually see an MP7 bought up on Strata. Very interesting buy. It's kind of controversial considering that it's more expensive than the UMP, and in many ways not as useful because you can't quite take it with you into the rifle rounds like you can a UMP.
Yeah, with the 2 AK buys by UBC, they're right now. We're going to see this quite often, ladies and gentlemen, with UBC playing a default. They're watching for an aggressive play by Baruch. Now, we saw Baruch College discipline themselves, not play super aggressive CT side on Overpass, but within Cash, it is definitely viable and rewarding to play aggressive and gain control of the middle control as a CT side. But here we go, UBC.
Oh, he doesn't check.
He doesn't check it. Mahone's going to actually find the refrag and into the site. He knows this one towards headshot, and look, the utility comes in. He cleans them up, and Mahone finding 2 kills. And down to 3 members of Baruch College and spraying with their 5-7s. Can they actually get into this site?
Shout out to Strata. I have that same skin. It's my favorite. But in any case, yeah, Bomb Pen's going to go down. A nice smoke to really stop Baruch from pushing in. And now with his armor and pistol, Baruch really should just be going. They should be trying to retake this, I don't think. Save this armor.
What?
Oh, doesn't matter because Richie and Chuan Kai are going to push through and take them out. It's just Food left. And he's positioned up for an exit kill and potentially a save. And ooh, it would just be able to get behind cover.
Food with the deagle. Oh, okay. Richie was lit. I actually thought that one was going to be a headshot, but no. Mahone's going to clean it up, finding a 3K. And this man, look at his frag. 7 kills to the second round.
7 kills.
That is insane. But can they keep it up? You know, it's just eco frags now. It's nothing too special, but they're not giving, Baruch weapons or more space or anything
Yeah.
like that. So UBC, as long as they keep this momentum, they'll definitely gain a lead. But Baruch, it's kind of scary. They have an aggressive play style. They know how to play discipline. They have the experience on that team.
Yeah.
So don't count Baruch out, as these games have been coming very close.
This is a super save. There's just a smoke and a flash bot up on Toy. No one else bought anything up. It's definitely good. You want as much utility as you can coming into the rifle round on Cash especially. I was criticizing them for forcing up too much on Overpass, but Cash especially is incredibly important to have all that utility. So they're going to be doing just that. They're not even buying P250s. And UBC, on the other hand, taking it slow. There is a significant stack on the B site. UBC are taking it slow, slowly taking map control, making sure to clear all the corners. Looks like they'll be going on to the A site, which in the coin flip of spotting out the stack is definitely the correct decision.
And right now, UBC, his default still in play, and out comes Sean Kai, the entry fragger. And Strata's going to join this, man, as they want to blow up towards the A site, but this stack, it's a 4-man stack.
You're still facing it.
They need to get out of that, and it's paying off for Baruch. And like I said, you need to be careful. They just mixed a very aggressive stack, which was technically very passive, but it paid off. They pick up 2 rifles.
Yeah.
Actually, an MP7 and an AK, but this is going to be devastating. Impetuous gets dinked back, but his teammate is there to fight right back. Impetuous towards E-Box. The bomb's going to take away on the A site. These guys cannot die right here. They need to hold it together.
Is the fact that UBC decided to face with the second player after they spotted out the stack is really questionable why they would do so. Mahone here and Richie both taking out these last 2 players of Baruch. Toy also facing, going to be running away just behind Versace. Going to try and save that AK. Very important rifle save. It looked like they were trying to go for the retake because they had the man advantage. But when the picks continued to go UBC's way, they decided, this is, we're not going to get anything else out of this at this point. Let's just go and take that AK.
Yeah, I like this about UBC. They definitely knew that some of these weapons were picked up, but they played very close headshot angles, right? They utilized the AKs, and they won their duels. But now, essentially, this should be the gun round. There is an AK by Meister. An op, though, for Baruch, possibly, as Bless could do it.
It'd be glass cannon, though.
Yeah.
They're going to go for the utility. Good decision. I agree.
Yeah, and Strata's going to pick up an op, though, as this is the 4th round. UBC, they're going to do a default, and watch these pushes here by Baruch, and they've got 2 set up towards middle. And keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, this map on Cash, middle control is definitely really important here. The terrorists could gain control of middle, go vent, or go highway, left or right, or Z connector. But look at this. Sean Kai finds an opening pick from Squeaky and closes the door, and I guess he's done with that. But Versace, next player to anchor down towards A.
Just above a minute. And look at the utility on Baruch. They just have a couple of flashes and 1 Molotov left. Like I said, using utility is incredibly important, and they already used up all of it just to, to keep UBC at bay. Looks like UBC is going to be taking the bomb through A main. They do have a player who dropped through Mahone at mid, going to be pitching on from highway. I don't know if Tori's going to be able to peek out and spot him. Richie is going to also be in the back at mid, guarding that position as well. But 3 players stacked on the A site. They have a read on this.
Yep, and Toy, he's devastating right now. He shuts down Mahone and Richie. But on this side, Meister wants to blood. Oh my goodness. The gun control, a 2K for him as Versace picks up 1. And that's going to be the first round for 5-in. Sorry, Baruch College. I keep looking at the top left. It's
both. Both. The name works for both. UBC, they did win 3 in a row, but they didn't win as well as you'd like to. They only survived with 2 members in the second to last round, and so now they're forcing up, but it's 2 AKs, 1 UMP, and then 2 Tech 9s. It's not the greatest. The utility equipment is definitely in Baruch's favor.
Yep, and UBC with the Tech 9 buys, they could definitely... Every time I see a Tech 9 buy, it's a fast play. It's got to be a full commitment of some sort. And right now, the op on Food, though, the player towards Sandbags is actually going to be Meister who goes down, but Versace, actually, from the white box, is going to pick up that kill on Impetuous. And so far, there's lots of time on the clock, and Sachi's gonna make his way back towards highway.
Blez pushing out here into B main to reposition himself just in case they were to come in through vents. To watch for the pinch. He does spot the player, takes off the head of Mahone. Baruch with the man advantage, 4 versus 3. Also going to toss a smoke out in front of him just to keep any sort of pressure from coming back his way, allowing him to retreat back onto the site. They know they have the man advantage. They just need to play conservatively from this point on. 45 seconds left. UBC, bomb still stuck at the top of mid.
Bomb's actually going to make his way into vents here, but one anchor player, that's going to be Toy. They're going to make their way into his domain. The Molotov makes its rain, but teammate close by, and that's going to be Blessed, who actually gets shut down. And Toy from the butt is going to get shut down, and Versace's going to let them in. But 20 seconds to go. He finds a bomb carrier. It's good enough. 20 seconds to go. 2v2. They need to get that bomb. And Richie.
So there, he didn't pick it up. Go get it. There we go. Thank you.
Yep, and Richie finds that kill, and now putting Versace in a 1v2, and he gets shut down by Richie. That's a 4K for this man.
Yeah, Richie dropped, I believe he broke 30 kills in the last map as well.
Yeah, 36 to be exact.
Yeah, he kind of was the lone person really fragging at the end of that map. One reason why they lost, even though just barely. But if he's continuing the frag at that level, along with Mahone, that's really promising for UBC to take this series to the third map. It is still in the very early stages of Cash. There's a lot of action that still has yet to be played out, but it's just promising for UBC, up 4-1. Baruch are forcing a scout, very low utility as well.
Yeah, we haven't seen the scout work out for Baruch College, and the bomb's on a default. And like I said before, beginning of this match, UBC are going to do a slow, methodical play. On a default, waiting for an aggressive Baruch player to come through, but unfortunately, I don't think that's ever going to happen here.
Yeah, UBC are playing very, very disciplined, very conservative. They're just waiting for the moment that Baruch push forward.
And so far, both these teams just running down the clock. UBC, this is where the mid calling, the IGL really needs to step up. The calls need to be clean and concise, and everyone else needs to get the job done. 4 players migrating towards the B main. As actually the IGL held in towards A main. Little interesting.
Yeah, you saw him do that on Overpass as well. Looks like the rest of the team is going to be on B main. 30 seconds left. Execute's going to come in anytime now. Just 2 players on Baruch to hold it off. They really got to make sure to check Blez here, boosted up into vents. But no, he's actually going to leave vents. He's going to leave just Toy alone. Molly's come in. He does get 1 kill across the map, though. But Toy's answering back with the screen trying to. He's actually come out and open, repositioned himself for the player coming in to headshot, but he does eventually get traded out by Strata.
It's a death squad here. 3 players of UBC. They move together, but down to 2 here. That's going to be Strata and Richie. Can they hold this off? They get the bomb down, but knocking on their door is going to be Udickmeister, Food, and Blez. The utility's going to be spent. Another flash available as well. But Food's going to pick up 1 kill, but Richie trades off 1 to 1v3 essentially, but the M4 with its accuracy will win that duel. So now 2-4. The gap not too big, and it's still very early on, right? But we're seeing some great exchanges from both these teams.
So, Strawberry by UCI already figured this out on UBC. They decided to ban Cash anyway, but he was telling me how he felt like he had UBC's number coming into this map because he knew how UBC like to play it, and we're going to see it. I'm telling you, well, maybe not this round because it is a little bit of a force buy, but they play super safe. They wait for the CTs to push out aggressively. They don't take any back control until about a minute in. And it's worked for them so far, but Baruch also seemed to call it right now, and they're doing the same thing they did on Overpass. They just play in the back of sight and just out-aim when they finally come in.
Right now, Baruch find the first pick on the Tronkai, who's actually trying to find a pick into the A side. And Food, he hears this player stampeding, throws the HE grenade. He's not going to do any damage, actually. Now, the bomb is on the back of Richie. He's actually towards the A main side. And Fatuous, he's going to make all that noise. He spots a player on white box, and that's going to be Udickmeister with just a UMP. But keep in mind, his teammates are close by on the hop, but no Strata. What on earth? That should not happen. The UMP shutting that down. That's an a Tech 9 versus a Tech 9 op versus a UMP.
Yeah. If they peaked together, it would have been a different story, but using that white box, using the terrain to his advantage, worked out Meister's favor. Only took, 33 points of damage? Still very healthy coming into this. And now that it's a 5-on-2 man advantage for Baruch, 30 seconds left. UBC have no map control. This is the downside to their playstyle. It's counter to what the meta usually is, which is why it's been so successful for them so far, because they're able to catch players, teams unsuspecting. But Baruch calling it immediately, and it's backfiring at this point.
Yep, and right now, 13 seconds. These guys just need to hold on to their guns and look at their money situation. So if you guys don't know, if you save your full loadout as the counter-terrorist team wins, you do not receive any money into the next round. And on your scoreboard, if you guys can see that, Mahon's going to have $50 on your right screen there with the op.
Saves the op, so you could argue that it makes it worth it. But not much to be done. Just an op and just an AK. Are expecting the rest of UBC to be full saving as well, which does seem to be the case.
Now, mind you, this is the 8th round. UBC already have 4 rounds.
Yeah.
Now, this is a CT-sided map, per se, I guess. We don't know Baruch on their T side, but this is a UTC map pick. And food. He finds Strata with such an aggressive play into A main, and it's very common, but should have expected that, I guess. And a man advantage now for Baruch College.
Yeah, when they get this advantage, they take it all the way home. They take it to the bank. Tossing some weapons around, just, I don't know, just because people are feeling it or not. I couldn't tell you that everyone's at full health on Baruch. But UBC, look at this again, minute 10. They have no map control. Mahoney's actually very out in the open on A main, peeking in. Oh, does he see the head? Gets the headshot onto Food.
What a shot by Mahoney. Finds Food. He denies that godly player for Baruch College, but they need to make their way into the side. And it's opened up because Richie finds that kill. Bomb's going to go down. A retake situation. The last 3 for Baruch College, but the bounce back and Petrus picks it up. Now a 3v2. Still not over for Baruch.
Gotta toss a rifle over to Petrus. They want a good shot of winning this. They do still have Richie Mahone with good weapons, and Mahone making it work yet again, getting a second kill op. Just for 11, he gets a third.
That's a 3K for that man. The op coming in pretty huge. Still the 2-round gap. And look at the money situation. Baruch College able to buy up. And UBC. It's looking good, but I'm still scared. It's
scared. Yeah.
It's Baruch that can actually come out of nowhere. It's they bounce back regardless, and UBC does as well. But UBC, I really hope they just buckle down and play the way they should be playing. Not doing anything risky, not doing having that balance play that they talked about.
Well, we've seen them not play risky enough, and it's kind of backfired. Last round, they able to make it work with Mahone with the 3K with the op just off of his back alone. Actually, we're going to see another risky boost here. If that smoke fades too early, which is just about to fade, you guys are just able to get behind and cover in time. I don't know if that boost was actually caught out by UBC Esports as well, so it could be disastrous if they don't check for it.
Yep, Shroud boost. Food's going to be up there in Shroud's spot. And right now, it's going to be caught out. Impetuous. They know that man's up there, but do they even capitalize? Food's going to make his way in towards fence. And right now, the bomb looking to make its way towards A. 50 seconds to go, and it's Richie right now. And Baruch College on the line up with Food making a huge play.
But the Nukemeister is also answering back. Richie does finally kill him with the molly, but Mahone, more plays with the op. Gets spotted out. It's going to fake the bomb plant, peek out again, but the other player's on the opposite side. Versace comes around. Can't actually finalize that spray.
Spaghetti. Everyone knows in esports what that means. He sprays the full clip, and Blez in a 1v1, and good night, Mahone says. And that makes it 3-6. Honestly, if Versace got one of those kills, at least one.
At least one.
But he's just spaghettied all over that. So 3-6 now.
Well, it's the moment that you think that last bullet's gonna land and get you the kill, and so you preemptively pull away, but then you realize, oh no, he's actually not dead, and you have to pull like, oh, it's so such an awful feeling.
And we saw when, Baruch College, Versace played against UCLA.
Yeah.
We saw his gun control, right? We talked about this before, but he just threw it all the way right there. Maybe the pressure is hitting
Trusting it
Baruch
a little
College.
too much, perhaps.
Yes, indeed. Now UBC looking for another lead. Strata picks up a kill at the toy. It's an eco here for Baruch College, so surely this should be a cleanup for UBC.
The MAC-10 farming up some money. We've already talked about it before, 600 per kill. It only costs 1050. You can't carry it into rifle rounds like you can a UMP, but it is still very useful against saving components, which is exactly what Baruch are. Smoke comes out into the main. Blaze gonna fire some shots through, and actually,
What?
very nice. You gotta get double straight down, but no, Unikmeister comes around the side on the flank, gets the kill, picks up the rifle, but can't do anything with it. Now it's just Blaze left, and Richie with the 2K to finalize this all out. UBC up 7-3.
Honestly, I don't know if you guys caught that, but Chuan actually, when he hopped up, the last second midair, that bullet on his AK should not have hit that player in the head. It's just the velocity,
A little bit of RNG.
the movement in the game. So basically, as your velocity is very high, your accuracy actually is all over the place. So
Yeah.
as he was dropping, it actually hit that player in the face. So
A little bit of luck.
definitely a little bit of luck and RNG there, but it is going to be another gun round. No op for Baruch, but an op for Mahone.
Watch Versace pushing up very close mid.
Yep, and this is the aggressive play that is needed for the CT side. But Toy's going to pick up a kill onto Strata. And oh my goodness, a dink from both sides, but that kill is going to be onto Chuan. And 3 players up for UBC.
Just spot out this player and is going to get the headshot. It's going to do even up at least slightly. Baruch still with the advantage. 4 versus 3. They need to start winning rounds. They don't want UBC to take a significant lead on this T side of Cat, who did spot out that player in A main. Being flashed in, pop flashed in, is going to catch Mahone out and going to drop. But just Impetuous and Richie left.
Yep, and all Impetuous. He's not going to take that. That's going to be a clean kill. Down to Richie in a 1v4 situation. He's got lots of time. He's got an AK. He's got some utility. And he's definitely got a dream. Can he keep this lead to grow? But no, Versace just comes out like that. He makes up for, I guess, that spray.
A little bit. Yeah, so Baruch do answer back finally. Get around, but the question is, can they string multiple together? They don't want to get reset at this point. They do survive with a lot of players. I believe they only lost 1 last round. Yes, that is indeed the case. And so they don't have to rebuy that much. Basically, Unikmeister's the only one that dropped his rifle for a teammate. He's down to 50. Everyone else is all right. If they're able to win this, then they can string them together. But if they lose this right now, that's going to allow UBC to essentially take the last couple of rounds in this half with ease. Richie, quick contact in Squeaky outside, or at least just within. Going to drop Food to 20 HP. Food is able to get away. That's a little bit of information, but not worth the price of health.
Yep, and Food is definitely stuck to play passive now as he is on 20 HP. There's the bomb. Still on a default. Lots of time for these guys just to hang out. Let Baruch College just soak into that, the 3-round gap. Right now, Unikmeister set up for forklift. Is Juan, he wants it, but he will get shut down. And that, it was working at first, but now it's just getting shut down. And before, I believe it was Versace who was anchored by himself with Food there, but Unikmeister has rotated over. But here we go, Blaz in good position, finds 1 kill, and he's actually going to headshot, finds a second, looking for some more. He sprays out of control, but Mahone's going to shut that down. The bomb's on the site, and Mahone's all by himself, essentially a 1v5.
Yeah, Blaz started off something good, get a little split up. Luckily for their Tori, he's able to trade out once he did finally drop. And they only lose 1 player, and so Baruch do keep their economy strong. And now UBC, looks like their turn finally to save. Losing 2 in a row was too much to their economy, and it's tempting on the T side to force up with this amount of money, particularly looking at Impetuous with the 3250. But Mahone down, well, not on the 1850 just because they bought a couple of pistols. It's definitely a good idea for them to save into this. Light buy a little bit. I'm not the biggest fan of light buying, this light of a buy, but if they're able to get the bomb plant down, it definitely does make it worth it.
Yep, and Right now, Tech9's looking to make the way. Oh, what
He missed
on
the
earth? How did Versace miss that?
Hit him. No, he hit him just through the thing, dropped him down only to 19
okay.
HP.
Oh my-
Armor saving his life. If he didn't have armor, he would be dead.
Yep, and 5 members lined up in A main here. The bomb on the back goes Strata. They want to pounce out, but it's going to be Chuan once again looking to make his way out towards Squeaky. Udic on spots one. That's going to be impetuous to go down. Out they come. Nate's going to fall through, but Richie needs to be careful. But Udic just shutting this down. He finds a 3K. Can he find some more? Can they line up? He's going to find a third. Finds the ace! And that is the second ace by Baruch College.
Oh. By a completely different player as well. It just shows the range of skill. Oh god, I just hit tab. Look at this. Udigmeister, granted, okay, because he just got 5 kills. But he's up 15-2-8. Second place is Blez with 9 kills. On the other side, though, we do have Mahone and Richie both stepping up 15 and 13 kills. Everyone else is kind of a little lackluster. You really got to be looking at the rest of these players on UBC. If only one of them stepped up, then they should be able to really finalize this map. But as it stands, Baruch have all the momentum right now. Granted, UBC are back on a bind, so if they can answer back, they'll be in the head on this first half. Versace, though, at mid, both taking are going to get the first 2 kills.
Yep, and 2-man disadvantage here for UBC. Now, they did start off with 7 rounds so far. The question is, can they find some more here? As Baruch College stepping up against these guys, and the bombs actually dropped down, I believe, towards A main or Cubby here. Here's Mahone looking to make his way towards Highway. And that shot's actually to give away his position. Ooh. Fighting back is Versace with that M4.
Yeah, UBC are corralled straight into mid. Baruch are totally fine giving control of this. They have 2-man advantage right now. And the flick from Food is going to drop Mahone. He's going to make it a 5-on-2. UBC aren't able to find anything while they're slowly crawling through. Their strategy of just staying back and taking things slow is just not working for them.
Yep, and right now, 2 players anchored down on the B site. Can UBC get onto this site? 25 seconds, and Strata and Richie, they're stuck in towards Checker, but they do decent damage to Udic, but actually, sorry, not Udic, Toy. And Toy's just struggling to stay alive, but the cavalry is coming. Strata, and he's going to pick up the 2 players anchored down, but close by is Food. Drops Incendiary. They need to get the bomb down. They have 4 seconds to get it down. That's all they need, but this op is going to miss. They should be able to get the bomb down, but they're getting cooked alive. And the bomb doesn't go down.
And he dies after the round time is over.
Yeah.
He's got like no money right. How much money does he have?
600.
600. Oh, that's brutal. They have to save. And even after the save, he's going to have
no,
no
there's
money.
no.
No, they're forcing up.
It's 7.
Oh, it's round 15. What am I talking about?
It's the last round.
I'm dumb. It's the
Cameron.
last round. They had to force up. I knew that. I was testing you.
Oh my goodness. So, the last round of this first half, UBC, they need it pretty bad to get a lead into the second
Are they
half.
actually taking it fast?
Yes, they are. They needed to do this, honestly, early on, but they're going to find that first kill onto Food that shuts that man down. The 2 CT players from Baruch College towards the highway, but Impetuous doing all the work here. He's got 2 kills with that UMP. He's making it work. Down to 3 members of Baruch College, and this Tech9 dink. Blez gonna find 1 though. Down to Udigmeister and Blez. But these rifles being picked up, the UMP is gonna be dropped.
They have kits and they have quite a bit of utility, but at this point they gotta start hitting their kill, hitting the frags right now. They gotta start going in as a group trading. Very nice smoke to block off A main. That's going to force them to push through, but still 2-on-4. Strata with a nice headshot is going to take him down very low, but Udigmeister takes him out through the smoke. Blez and Udigmeister kills him. Udigmeister with a second. It's just Richie left 1-on-1, but there's no time.
Oh, Udig, what are you looking at? UBC win the final round in that first half.
There was no time at that point anyway, so really he was just going for a final kill to pad his stats. UBC do take the lead in this first half, 8-7, but just barely.
Oh my goodness! Like I said, this is crazy, guys. We saw what 11-4 on Overpass.
Yeah.
It got equalized at 12-12.
Yep.
And look at where we are on cash. It's 8-7. UBC on the CT side. Now technically the favorite side, but I'm pretty I'm afraid for UBC in the sense that Baruch College, like they're gonna like Zergling rush, I guess. On the T side,
Yeah.
something. They have that aggressive mentality,
Yeah.
right? And they also have that experience from the pro scene, semi-pro scene, where we saw the envious boost on on Overpass.
Yeah.
These guys definitely have some things up in their sleeves. So 7 to 8, as we wait for these players to ready up.
Yeah, just going on your point though about being worried for UBC, we saw how successful Baruch's T side was. It's a different Overpass is a different map and it actually plays differently as well. And so you probably shouldn't read too much into it, but nonetheless, you have to be concerned for Baruch's aggressive T style is going to overrun. Are they going to have 11-4 half? They're going to have 11-4 half like they did on Overpass.
Yep, so we are going to be live. It's going to be Baruch College now on the T side and UBC on the CT side. They do have the 1-round lead, but it's all down to the pistol rounds. And so far, there is a utility man for UBC. It's going to be Strata. He's got a kit. He's got 2 flashbangs. And also, a utility man for Baruch. He's got a smoke and 2 flashbangs onto food. Right now, Baruch, they're setting up for a very common strat here. Usually you set up 2 or 3 players on the boost spot towards middle, and you flush out from highway, mid to highway, and A main and Squeaky. There's no anchor player towards A, keep in mind, but Yudik actually picks up 1 kill. That was a boost towards Z, and over towards the A side, it's gonna be actually Twan here who doesn't manage to get any kills done. Strata's here as well. But the USPs need to make work, and Mahon's able to find the first kill here for UBC.
4-4. Bomb plant did go down for Baruch, and they have 3 players with armor. Up close, the block isn't as bad for the USB, but Mahone with the 2K makes it a 2-on-2 right now. Bow into 3 makes it a 1-on-1 up against Toy. The 2 in-game leaders from both these teams head to head, but there's no kit. Can he get the ace and get the defuse in time?
Cameron, we're seeing a repeat from the previous pistol round. If Mahone could do this, this would
no
be a
time.
heartbreak. Oh my goodness. Mahone, he needs to pressure Toy down. He gets the headshot, but does he have
No
enough time?
time.
He doesn't. Mahone, he finds an ace in the second pistol round, ladies and gentlemen. Mind you, they do lose the round, but Mahone, he's got a total of 9 kills in the 2 pistol rounds combined on Cash. You gotta give it to this man. He did find the first pistol round, but he gave it his effort, an ace coming into the second pistol. He's gotta be able to buy something. He's got 3K, right? But it's gonna be a 5-7 and armor and a kit as well. So maybe that'll come into play, but you've got UMPs and AK and a Galil. Anti-eco strats will come into play from Baruch. This is so tense for me right now.
You have to wonder, though, Mahone is pulling out all the stops. It's his senior year. He really wants his title before he graduates. But is him performing at this level enough? It's him and then Richie slightly behind him. But then it dips quite a bit when you look at the scoreline of the rest of his teammates.
Now, legacy for Mahone. He needs to somehow revitalize his teammates, get them to step up and stand with them. As Blast with the UMP, they're just jiggle peeking each other. It's going to be John who finds that headshot onto Toy. And honestly, I bet you, Baruch, they might pressure this man, but they're actually going to give him the respect. Oh my goodness.
And they're going to bring it over onto the B site, slowly walking in, not giving away any information. But there's a rotate already called by UBC. They read this. So they bring 4 people over onto the B site.
And right now, the man advantage for Baruch, actually UBC, but they only have pistols. In they go, but Yudik, they trade right back. This is what you need. And Mahone steps up again. He's a pistol god. He's got the 5-7. He has the armor. He finds another, and Impetuous steps in as well. A 2-piece for both these guys.
Finally, UBC, they win this round.
Oh, but they ecoed these guys, Cameron.
Yeah, they eco too. That completely upsets Baruch's economy.
An AK was picked up. A Galil was picked up for UBC. Like, this is so great for UBC as they start out into the second half.
And Mahone can also buy an op with the money that I saved him. There he goes.
Oh my goodness.
Not even passing it over to Strata. He's keeping it for himself.
Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, this is so intense. We're so grateful for the level of Counter-Strike we're seeing here at the Grand Finals for the CSL Finals at the Scotiabank Theater. And now, Baruch College doing what most teams do best on T-side. You play the passive play, default up, look for these picks, keep the bomb back, but there's pistols here.
There are. And if Vivian can land, oh, like a shot like that. Oh, nice headshot on the guy. It is going to put it in their favor. It's still, you got to expect UBC to still keep this, but if Baruch are able to answer back and answer shots and get shots of their own like that, are we seeing another? A headshot through. Granted, it was the point of the box, but a headshot nonetheless.
The Pokeball too strong as Food finds a wild Richie towards middle, and there's 3 rifles though. This might be a back-to-back eco, but like you said, Mahone bought an op, Cameron.
Yeah.
He needs to step up. It's unfortunate right now, but he needs to keep that momentum to keep his team up there.
An op versus pistol is very hard to do just because pistols generally move faster and they move around and strafe. Luckily for him, Baruch have 3 deagles, which play a little more like rifles. And so he's not so much in a detriment, but he's the lone person on this side. He gets taken out by Toy.
Oh, what on earth? Toy with the 1 dig on Mahone. The op gets denied. It doesn't even get fired off, I believe.
I didn't hear it.
Oh my goodness. Baruch College have done such an impossible round. They get the bomb down. Strata and Petrus need to get out of this situation, hold on to this, and just get out of there and save these guns.
Yeah, able to drop Blaze. Better shot. One player out. They get a second one as well, so they're dealing damage to Baruch nonetheless, but Baruch didn't invest that much into this round in the first place. As long as they keep hold on to this op, UBC are going to want to hold on to these rifles as well, that being said.
Yeah, and just the 1 round lead will be equalized as UBC, honestly, you cannot count. Like, it's so awkward because both these teams have ecoed each other back to back now.
Yeah.
Coming into this next round, let's analyze their money situation. And look, UBC, after getting ecoed, it's a full reset, right?
Yeah.
They've got no money. Yes, they can. Oh wait, but they can rebuy for the 3 players.
With the 2 rifles, they're
It's
able to buy
UMPs.
up. It's. I've seen worse. It's actually not that bad.
It's not pots and pans, right?
Yeah.
So, with that being said, though, 9-9, we're equalized out, and we're at that moment we had the first map. Equalized out. Both teams with a decent buy. But look at this, a stack towards the middle is UBC. They want to possibly gain control here. They have a smoke, a re-smoke actually towards mid garage, and making his way up there is actually Mahone.
Yeah, you see UBC actually be very aggressive with their own CG side. Baruch playing safe, it's kind of a flip, the exact same sort of play that we expect, but from the opposite team.
Yep, and
Gotta watch out for Tuan Kai here, up at mid. Crossfire set up with Mahone.
right now, no player for Baruch watching middle. They're all committed towards the A main side. Now, keep in mind they have lots of time, but they're hugging each other. You do not want a body block in this situation because Strata, he's in fence right now. He's got an M41S. He needs to make his shots count. And in towards side is going to be Richie, but he's getting cooked alive. He does go down from a headshot from Udic Meister, but down. This is read so well. Blaze, he finds a kill at the 1. But Richie, though, does find 1 kill, but he gets traded right off by Food.
Able to get the bomb plant down. 4 versus 2. You want to look at UBC to... Do they save? Do they save these 2 rifles? They're so far away, and they at this point, they definitely have to make that decision if they didn't already.
No, they definitely do, because that force buy, right, with those
Yeah.
previous 2 guns that were saved,
Yeah.
it gave them the opportunity to buy with what they had, which was little. And look at their situation now. It's going to be potentially a double save if they can't capitalize on this next round.
It's looking tight for UBC. Baruch are at the point that if they win the next couple of rounds with a lot of surviving players, their economy just spills over and it just goes out of control. UBC need to tighten up their grip. They're able to save these rifles 2 rounds in a row, able to save rifles. So that's something that they can work with. But they need to. I like the discipline to save these rifles instead of just throwing them away, going for unnecessary retakes. But they need to tighten this control. They need to stop Baruch from getting onto the bomb sites in the first place.
Yeah, and that ult that Udic Meister actually gave up going to Versace is actually Mahone's op from 3 rounds ago.
Yep.
And right now, Mahone with the rifle followed by Impetuous. They don't obviously buy up. They're going to have to save for the next round, but we need to keep in mind that there are rifles in the hands of UBC. Now, default, basic stuff for Baruch College, but look at where Mahone is with this rifle. He's in sunroom.
Yeah, he's able to actually make it out there just because of the passive play coming out from Baruch. Able to make it out there without being seen. Of course, not just passive play, it's also just Baruch. Don't put any emphasis on speed. It's worked out so far. A double peek, pistol peek out towards A main is going to net them 1 kill, potentially a second. Toy should have, yeah, there you go. Drops Strata. It's just Mahone and Impetuous left. Only 1 player on the A site as well. Up close, and so Versace does drop Mahone, also coming in from the flank. As you can find this, Shadow does work in his favor, able to get a kill, but that's still 3 players of Baruch left, and they know the B site's absolutely open.
Yeah, but right now, 3 Baruch players that they can really mess with Impetuous here. He's got a nade. He could definitely get probably potentially, you know,
2 of these players.
2 of these players with his name, but the Molotov comes through, finds 1 kill, and he is going to be stuck to push. He had 1 chance, but food. He found the player with the most health in that situation.
Yeah, if it was Unigmeister there, he would have made it a 1-on-1. He pushed forward aggressively to catch him off guard, which is a very nice play, but unfortunately that led him completely out in the open on top of the heaven. He couldn't back off just because that molly was right behind him. But UBC, with that save, are going to buy up, slightly limited on utility, no kits, but they have 5 rifles. Baruch, on the other hand, still maintaining their 4-rifle, 1-op setup.
And like you said, the op. This op was Mahone's op, and it's raining down against him. And Toy stepping up, he's going to look for the second, but Blunt chimes in. But Food on the other side of the map, he finds a kill for the B side, and it's busted wide open. And look, you're stuck at 1 minute and 30 seconds, and you have to decide whether you save. These guys have to run. There's so much time. The bomb doesn't even go down yet. Cameron, like, what did these guys do on UBC?
They have to save at this point. Like 2 versus 4, no kit. More than enough time for Baruch players to get into these post-plant positions. And it must feel so bad to have to save round after round after round. But they need to figure out. They should. Have they taken a? I don't think they've taken a pause yet. They need to take a pause and figure out what's allowing Baruch to get onto these sites. But it's not even just one thing. They play it slow and then they go into the site at 30 seconds left. They play it fast and they go onto the site with 1 minute and 30 seconds left.
Honestly, what we're seeing is essentially a mirror from like Happy and MBK, right?
Yeah.
On the MV side, you send, you know, MBK one side, you send Happy like towards Squeaky, and these guys get picks on the T side. But essentially, what Baruch is doing, they're just blowing up on these sites, and Juan trying to hold on. Oh no, the Pokeball! It's too far away. Thank goodness, and he gets the kill. He's still alive, but it's 12-9, Cameron.
Yeah, it's not good. They have to save. I know they saved an AK. No, Impetuous, please don't buy. No, oh god, oh god, oh no, they're forcing up. They have the round loss bonus in their favor. If they lose this, I'm gonna say win because it's an eco. But okay, fine. There's a chance that they win this.
It was a very light buy. I actually thought it was gonna be a force up, but what was bought was a CZ and some armor on 3 players here, but. This is just one of those games for UBC where you're stuck in the second half where you can't even buy almost every round. It's just one of those, a full buy, really.
Yeah, and that's the thing about saving. You see a lot of pro teams actually talking about the philosophy allowing the opponent to save a rifle because it teases them into forcing up if you have a rifle saved. And I don't think that's necessarily what happened to UBC, but in this case, it kind of is. They're going to be able to buy up next round regardless, but they're not going to have a full set of utility. And if Baruch play it really fast next round, just like they did in the previous round, lack of utility is really going to bite UBC.
But right now, 4 pistols, followed by an AK for onto Chuan. And right now, Baruch College is going to regroup towards the A main side. There's actually quite some time, but we've seen this before. It's going to come down to the trades on the A side, but the only player here is Stratton. He's actually spot this out, and they send the fire raining in. They get him out of that quad position. The nade follows through as well. He pops his head, but Versace finds a kill to Mahone. These guys haven't made their way out, but they're finding these picks. And Unigmeister, this op, look at your screen, it's Mahone's op. This is what is so scary. I need to point this out. And Unig finds another kill. It's down to just Richie. This is just biting back at these guys. And the reason why I say it's Mahone's op is because there's so much money being built on the Baruch side. And
yeah, look at that money. Corey the lowest with 4K. Oh no.
A pause needs to happen by UBC. They need to pause and understand what is happening. Why is Baruch taking us here, here, and here? Why are we being stopped here? let's quickly think this out. It's a 5-minute pause. You know, take a breather. But right now, is a full buy, an op on both sides.
Good nade onto Food and through the smoke. Twonkai is going to drop him. It's a man advantage for UBC. Let's see if they can't take this into finally a round win after 5 in a row for Baruch.
Yeah, been the op onto Strata. The rest of his teammates playing very passive actually towards the B side. They have complete checker control, but right now Impetuous in the vents. There's no one actually home towards middle as they are actually boosted up. Should be able to spot this very soon. But right now, Baruch College is playing very passive. They want to gain control of middle, and they're about to contest it.
Yeah, indeed. They know they have the pick. Impetuous was spotted out. A little bit of damage traded back and forth, mostly onto the side of Impetuous, and he falls back, but they know they have the man advantage. They're fine with giving up mid. They just need to play safe on the back of the sites and just force Baruch to come into them with a man deficiency.
A man deficiency. Why have I? That's the first time I've heard that. That's so weird.
It's not exactly correct.
So, Baruch College, 4v5 situation. They're going to enter the A side, but Mahomes in the play. He finds 2, but he gets straight up. But it's not over yet, ladies and gentlemen. Baruch College still have 2 players out, but UBC, they have the man advantage. It's 20 seconds, and the Molotov cooking one down. But look at the HP of Toy. He plants it for default. 13-9. 3 players up for UBC. They need to keep their composure. They need to take this site very fast. There's one kid, but Udic finds one. And look, it's Mahomes up. Oh, I'm done.
Why are you so triggered by that? It is a 2-on-2 and very good use of utility from Baruch to force UBC to let the bomb timer go down. But more smokes come out. Oh, through the smoke, not able to land it right when the smoke blew. Newmeister knows there's someone up in heaven. Toy gets the first kill. The dude drops down. Newmeister is able to take him out. That's going to be Baruch up on 14-9.
And look, Mahomes op goes into the next round. This is, it triggers me,
Every
honestly.
single round.
It's 14-9, and we're not seeing what was repeated in the first round. UBC, like I said, the pause isn't happening. We're not seeing, I guess, the textbook that we were looking for.
And they're forcing up as well. They don't want to play for overtime. It's UMPs, and they at least have 1 kit. It's a fair bit of utility as well, and so it's not the worst for sub.
And right now, Impetuous, he could make a huge play. He finds 2. Can he find the 3rd? He's going to reload. He's going to call for his family to help him out. His brothers need to come here. The bomb's going to actually rotate right back. And his teammates now can actually aggressively rotate. And that's what you need to do. Strata towards middle. Does spot one, but Udic actually finds a kill. And Toy bounces back. It's equalized out.
UBC, they're on a knife's edge. They really want to take this to dust. But Baruch, they just have 1 final step to make. We're taking this 2-0. We're going to have a 2-0 series, like every single series is today.
Don't count on it right now. It's still a 3v3, ladies and gentlemen. 1 minute to go. The bomb, but they're walking into this, man. And Petrus goes down. And the next player that's close is Chuan. He needs to set this up. He spots one down. He doesn't do the utility, but it's a head dink. Oh my goodness, he finds a headshot. And Petrus, can you do this? He needs to back off. There's 40 seconds. You need to do a 2v1 situation. Udic Meister with the op. 12 HP. He's going to drop the mixtape. Is it going to be enough? Cook away Udic Meister, but 3 HP. If Udic Meister pulls this off, this will be a heartbreak of a century. But Chuan, he gets the kill. A 3K for this man. And followed by Impetuous with a 2K. They will bounce back. It is not over for UBC. And thank God Mahomes op gets recovered. Oh my goodness.
Not for Mahone, though. Twonkai taking that and running.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
You're the reason you lost in the first place.
Look, but it's recovered.
I don't trust you. Okay, fine.
Oh
It's
my
recovered.
goodness. 14-10. There is a tough road ahead here for UBC. They bounce back, but there is still a lot of work to do. The money situation not looking good for UBC. And also, Baruch College, they do have some money saved up, but they have this op back in the hands of Toy. And Toy, he actually tries to go for the Pro League strat.
Body shot.
Yes.
The G2 body shot.
The G2 body shot, yeah.
The player body, not the target, the hit, whatever.
Yes, exactly.
Whatever.
But with this being said,
Thought it was.
A passive play from both sides, and look at the line on your radar. UBC are not going for mid-control. They're just backing up, giving up the control. They're anchored down on both sides, 2 players apiece, followed by Richie on Z connector. Baruch College, they've got the bomb on a default. They're honestly paying the respects of UBC, but they're just 1 round away for match point and 2 away from taking the grand final series.
Baruch in a little bit of a line. Looks like it's going to be a pinch onto the A site. We do still see Richie here in Z, not thrown away by the molly and the smoke thrown in initially. He's going to maintain position here. A little back. He doesn't want to peek out there. He knows that Baruch in a good position. No, I was wrong. It's actually going to be a pinch onto B. Throwing these last 2 players here, but no, we are going to see Richie rotate over, take heaven. Multiple smokes coming in from both teams. Smoke blocking out both players on the site proper from seeing anything. That allows checkers control. But they have to actually get out of here in order to take it. And oh, blinded up! Toy is going to drop in Petrus, but he's down 12 HP. Mahone also gets another kill. It's Blez from behind. They got to be watching for this backstab.
So far, the trades are happening in favor, but it's still a 2v2. But Strata picks it out, he finds a second kill. Oh my goodness, it's down to a 1v1. Blez followed by Richie has 10 seconds to go.
There's no time to plant.
There's no time to plant.
To run away.
Please, UBC, keep these guys alive. Blez gonna get, he doesn't have the bomb. UBC will find another round. And Richie, can he get this kill? Can he deny this man? It doesn't matter. No, I eat my words! What on earth, Richie? The star player for UBC. They win the round, he denies that gun coming into the next round. Everything they can get, UBC need it right now to fight against Baruch College. This is history, ladies and gentlemen. A story is being written right now in collegiate esports. Mind you, UBC have lost the first map 14-16, and we're gonna have a pause as both these teams need to breathe. And personally, I need to breathe as well.
UBC are finally, after losing 6 rounds in a row, able to string 2 rounds together. Both these teams, however, are on a breaking point. If you look at UBC's money, after buying up for this, they're only able to get like 3 rifles, 2 UMPs, and the person with the most money is going to be Tuan Kai with $900. If they lose here, they're going to lose this entire series. Baruch, I'm actually surprised that Baruch are the first ones to actually take a timeout. We were talking about how UBC needs to be taking one, but I don't know.
You gotta look at the scoreboard though. Mahone, if you guys can get it on the screen, it's 25 frags for this man. The IGL, the captain, the man with the legacy on his shoulders, followed by the rest of his 5-man squad. Tuan Kai, Richie, Impetuous, and Strata. Honestly, Baruch College, they've been playing out of their mind right now, and UBC is in the hot seat. We're going to go back right into the game. It is going to be unpaused, 14-11. UBC, it's going to be an eco for Baruch College, but we've seen some nutty things from these guys.
Exactly. They're going to do another quick play, it looks like, onto A. 3 through Squeaky, I believe, and then, well, 2 through main, and actually UBC playing very, very safe. No one on the site. The smoke's gonna give the position away of the terrorists, but Honkai unable to get anything, does get a little bit of damage. That's gonna be the bomb plant down for Baruch. Not a single casualty yet, and the bomb is already planted. This puts a little pressure on UBC. They have multiple hits, but Strata taken out by Blez, shoulder peeking with the Tech 9.
Tech 9's in a dream for Baruch College. There's rifles and UMPs, but food coming in from the flank from... No, there's no way he's getting this next kill. Mahone needs to shut this down, join his teammates. He won't find that kill. Down to a 3v3. There's pistols for Baruch. They need to shut this down. UBC, what is going on? There's 1 map away from match point, but Toy's shutting this down. He finds a 2K, and Baruch College will seal the deal for match point. They're just 1 round away from being the grand finals champions for Collegiate Star League 2017. And look at the money situation for UBC.
They had to force up with all they had. This is the pots and pans that we were talking about. It's just pistols, just armor, a little bit of utility, very small amount, and no kits. They can't let the bomb get planted this time around. They need to be playing aggressively and hope that they can catch Baruch off guard with these pistols. We do see Tuan Kai pushing very forward aggressively and is able to get a kill across with
This is what we need. This is what we need. But the trade happens back and forth. Toy and Versace, they step up, but it's a 3v3 with against the pistols. 1 round away, ladies and gentlemen. In Baruch College, they're playing passive. They're not making it through, not committing to a site. I mean, And right now,
Look at the push of UBC pushing out a B main, trying to go for information. It's just Corey left, but he takes one. Can he get the second? No, Mahone is going to drop him 1-for-1 trade, but that's still going to allow the rest of Baruch to know that there's no more than one play on the A side. They're going to group up on him 2-for-1. Strata needs to pull out something amazing with the CZ behind quad. He needs to get up close to be effective with this weapon, but they seem to know exactly where it is. He gets one! He drops the bomb!
UBC!
He can't get the second!
What on earth? They're keeping it alive! 15-12. There was no money in the bank, and they pull out an eco again against Baruch, who had a 2 quick succession trade-off towards middle, and that CZ on quad just shuts it down. And look at this buy now. It's still a little dodgy. They've got utility out the wazoo, though, for UBC. You've got 2 UMPs, 2 AKs that were picked up, and an M4. But an op on Meister, we've seen what Baruch College can do. 15-12, ladies and gentlemen. We're just minutes away from finding the grand final champion, possibly.
Food being aggressive, flashing himself through a smoke. Stu 2K so doesn't find anyone just yet. He's going to make his way into checkers. Little does he know there is someone positioned up in the fence. And oh! Mahone peeks out and gets taken out by Food. With lesser by, Baruch are up with the man advantage, dropping the star carry of UBC with over a minute left.
Right now, these AKs need to do work, but look at the movement by Baruch College. They're playing slow and methodical. And the and he gets let down. It's Richie. Can he fight back? He needs to fight back at this point. He has a rifle, but he goes down to a Glock. And now this is not looking good for UBC. 3 players up. It's Chuan, Strata, Impetuous. Can they keep the hope alive for UBC? 5 players still up for Baruch College. They're going to play passive. And oh my goodness, UBC need to step up.
All 5 players are going to stay together. Looks like they're going to rotate straight into A off of A main. Toy taking point as he's here first. It's got to be a hero play from Tuan Kai. He's the only one left at the moment on the A side, but he's down to 15 HP and a UMP. He knows that they're coming in. Molly's streaming out right in front of his face. He's going to peek out straight into them. Meister gets the first kill, entering in onto the site. Smokes go down. Toy drops Tuan Kai. It's just Impetuous up, and he gets taken out.
And an American team will be your grand champions for CSGO, CSL 2017. It is not all Canadian. Gotta give it to Baruch College. They're the grand champions, Cameron. A 2-0 sweep. But you gotta give it to both these teams. UBC fighting off Baruch College. Mind you, it was 14-16 for them. It bounced back. It was 12-12, 13-13, 14-14. This was one of the greatest games that was so close here at a LAN final for CSL. You gotta get here. Let's hear for both these teams, guys.
I'm still not over that match. I'm pretty sure I clipped my mic multiple times.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, I'm still not over that match. Such a close one. I don't think we've seen any match this close with such excitement. Oh, God, this is just... What a finale. When you look at this being a 2-0 victory for Baruch, it's going to be a little misleading because it's such a close 2-0. There were just tiny moments that UBC could have taken the first map, could have taken this second map into Dust 2 and have us fight on the third map. But Baruch just barely come out on top.
Honestly, it was kind of like a smokescreen. Their play style, very aggressive for Baruch College, right? But they discipline down and they take it to UBC and they play semi-pro professional Counter-Strike here.
Yeah.
And they took it to UBC. But guys, this was such a storyline for both these teams. And UBC, you know, Mahone, honestly, I did interview him. I'm not too sure if this will be his last semester. I know he has plans.
He hinted at it.
He hinted at it if they couldn't catch this crown. But with Baruch College, you know, no support from their school. They signed up as friends. They have, you know, experience into the pro scene, and they made it here. And honestly, yeah, forget Food and Toy. Meister, though,
yeah.
For God's sakes, he made huge plays against UBC. But with that being said, I'd like to congratulate Baruch College, who are your grand champions for CSL 2017. But with that being said, all this around us, the prize pool of 50,000, 400,000 has been given away by CSL in the past years. And guys, this would not have been possible without our sponsors. And with that being said, I'd like to take a huge shout out to our sponsors on behalf of the CSL family and everyone here today supporting out the scene. And honestly, collegiate esports is on an uprise, guys. Whether you're in post-secondary, doing business, doing biology, doing human kinetics, or honestly, there is a spot for you in the esports scene. And as you grow up, as you know, our little brothers grow up, they want to play these games. They want to play Elite. They want to play Dota. They want to play, all these games. And esports, definitely not just Canada, but as North America as a whole, will definitely grow. And of course, it would not be possible without our sponsors as a whole. I'd like to shout out to them. First off, Band Gaming. And Band Gaming, the primary social app of CSL, and the utmost greatest boards, calendars, functions, and polls and chat, communications for these collegiate level teams to keep them to band together, right? And of course, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in on Twitch. You guys at home, unfortunately, if you couldn't make it, that's all right. We have tons of fans here at the theater, and we appreciate all the love. But Twitch, always nothing but gratitude for the largest streaming platform in gaming to support collegiate esports, from PAX East to PAX West, supporting CSL in the collegiate atmosphere. And CSL would not be what it is today. And obviously, you can check them out on Twitch, at Twitch on Twitter. And of course, make a Twitch account, hit that follow button for CSL on our page. CSL is here to stay. I'm telling you guys right now, we're the utmost upbringing collegiate league. And of course, but last, ASUS, our biggest sponsor here. They joined the family 2016, 2017, a provider of everything esports, from all their wonderful products such as monitors, laptops, routers, graphics cards, and motherboards, and more. And of course, you can't enter that battle into collegiate esports without ASUS. And guys, once again, my name is True Lie, and I'm with Cameron Davis. We're here from the CSL family. I'd like to thank you all on behalf of everyone. We'll see you next year. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have had a huge pathway for CSGO today. History has been made, and joining me is Conover C-Dub Wang. And honestly, I need your assessment here on the final. UBC, the first map was Overpass. Now, both teams got their map picks. Baruch chose Overpass. They were undefeated on it. You've got UBC, who was undefeated on Cash. And what's been illustrated here today, a 2-0 sweep from Baruch College. What can we break down from this?
You know, if you only see the score of 2-0, it's kind of doesn't do the story of the finals justice
completely.
whatsoever. I mean, I predicted that the Baruch matchup with UBC would be a 2-1, with UBC taking one map. But ultimately, every single game was going back and forth, back and forth. You know, 9-9s, 12-12s. A lot of the matchups coming down to just strictly the individual plays made by individuals like Meister, Richie, Strata, Mahone, right? The 1-on-2s, the 3 kills, the 4 kills. An amazing final. Couldn't have done it any better.
And like with that being said, though, it's Baruch. They've come out of nowhere. Like they're not supported by the school, like they said in an interview. They're just 5 friends looking to win, not really looking to have fun. They just want to win is what their mentality was. Now UBC coming from a huge esports school background, and they put up a fight, but Baruch they're the new champions. And when it comes down to that, what were the key elements that Baruch brought out?
We've had this conversation in the past about how, at this level, at the collegiate level, the strategizing can only get you so far, and really the individual plays of aiming and just really hitting those shots becomes so crucial at the end game. If actually, surprisingly, once again, Food didn't have to perform for his team in this grand final. You had individuals like Meister and Food making extremely crucial, timely plays, right? And and Richie on the first map had 34 or 36 frags, basically breathing life back into the team during this grand final. Individual plays make the results, and we have to live with them right now.
With UBC, though, I've got a love for these guys. Of course, Canadian schools, all right?
I had the bias, too. I had the win.
But, talking to Mahone, right, will we see UBC coming, back, taking force in the next season of CSL next year? I don't know. But with that being said, they gave all they could against Baruch. I'm pretty sure we're definitely going to see Baruch next year. They probably have students from their school being, oh, whoa, we have a godly team. I want to try out. I want to be a part of what history that was made today. And now, any remarks for UBC at all?
What an amazing fight they put up,
Yes, indeed.
I mean, how many teams would probably just crumble against, professional players like Food and Toy? How many would kind of get the psyche of, I'm going up against a professional, really get in the way of their game? And really, I don't think that happened because, Richie, who just came in the first map and completely backpack muddered that team into a contesting game, right? And Mahone with the individual plays on the 1-on-2s, right? Making crucial timely plays, even though not winning up that pistol round, getting an ace because he's turning up his game at that point.
Yep, and of course, this all started with 75 schools who entered the collegiate CSGO tournament, and it came down to just 4 teams. And your winners is going to be Baruch College, but I bet you this VOD, the highlights, they will all be watched. Players in a CSGO mentality, they will study these demos, and who will be the next champions next year. But with that being said, we do have an awarding ceremony for both teams. So guys, we'll go to a quick break. We'll get that set up for you guys, so don't go away. And a quick interview from the teams.
Testing.
All right, I'm going to come to you when you're ready.
All right. I'll give you a 10. I'll give you a 10 count, then I'll drop a walkie. So I'll just go in 10. Just hand that off to me whenever you're done. Okay. All right. In 10. All right, everyone. And we are done. It's been a super long weekend, and the finals were pretty epic. I want to give a huge shout out to Baruch College for taking the series 2-0 over UBC. So let's give them a round of applause. All right. And let's give them their medals. All right. Sorry about that. You get the Canadian flag. And I dropped one. Canadian flag. Good job. Yep. How it goes. Oh my God, your hat. Let's see how this works with your hat. Sorry, dude. The most awkward medal ceremony of all time. So, give me your thoughts. $20,000. How do you feel?
Feel great. It was pretty easy, so, you know, let's get to lock it up.
All right. That's pretty awesome. All right. So, do you think that, I don't know, what are you guys going to do with the money?
Pay for tuition.
Go on vacation. I'm graduating, so.
It's sitting in my bank account.
Definitely going on vacation. I'm going to Vegas.
All right. So, basically, you're going to come back with no money. That's pretty awesome. All right. Well, once again, I just want to give a huge shout out to everybody who competed this year. There were about 160 CSGO teams across Division 1 and Division 2. Baruch College came out on top, but also a huge shout out to UBC for taking second place. Repping Canada. Unfortunately, UBC can't win everything, so maybe there's some parity there. So are we going to see Baruch back next year?
Hopefully.
Hopefully. All right. Sounds good. Now, before we wrap up, I just want to give another huge shout out, not just to all the teams who played CSGO, but all the teams who played all the different games of CSL this year, all the people who watched this weekend, and all year. We broadcasted like 500 plus hours, so thanks to all the viewers, all the players, and of course, last shout out is obviously to all of the staff who made this possible. A lot of people volunteered a lot of their time. We had some really long days, and I thought the event was great. I hope everyone had a lot of fun, and we're definitely going to be back next year. But before we do that, I also want to say that there's going to be some fun stuff in the summer. So if you are a Overwatch player or if you're a Hearthstone player, get ready for some Summer League action. Super hyped for that. And also, everyone, say Happy Mother's Day to all of your moms. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to be signing out after I give this gigantic check to our champions. All right, once again, thank you to Twitch, thank you to Band, thank you to ASUS for providing all this super cool stuff. Band, communications platform, really awesome. And Twitch, of course, can't say enough about it. We streamed all weekend on Twitch, no dropped frames, really great. I'm happy about that. Thank you, guys, and we'll see you next year and this summer. 1, 2, 3, signing out.